There we go. Yeah, what's up, guys? Nerd Natter number 9. Yeah, we're gonna be having Jordan on at some point soon. And yeah, tonight we actually have a brand new co-host. Yeah, I've got a new guest here, Fodder Tom. Yeah,
Hello, everyone.
nice to meet you there, Tom. Yeah, do you want to tell everyone about your channel and all the stuff you do, big man?
Yeah, no, thank you. So I am primarily a gaming channel. Follow lots of stuff in terms of Xbox, PlayStation, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, big community guy. Love building a community. That's what I'm all about over there. I do giveaways as well. So if you like free stuff, come and check that out. You know, it's free stuff for a little bit of support. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Nice, man. I'll be talking to you about gaming shortly as well because I'm intrigued, especially
Fair.
by some of your lists. I saw briefly some stuff on your YouTube channel that Luke sent me. So yeah, I'll be checking out soon, right?
Fair.
Uh,
Thank you.
well, good. I'll be asking you some questions about it as well because I'm intrigued by some stuff. Yeah, Luke, how you been, big man? You been cool?
Yeah, been all good. Just been working away, and I nearly finished my short film. So that's good.
And I'm asking you about that soon as well because that
Yeah.
is badass. Couldn't believe that when I saw that. Ashley, how you been, my day? You been all jiggy?
Yeah, man, I'm just chilling.
Is the dog calm tonight, or is he going to be going on a mad one?
It all depends. I might be muted a lot because something's happening in the house at the moment. So if it gets loud, I'll probably mute.
Bless
And he
you.
might bark, but he seems to be chill right now.
Ashley, I'm glad you said that because I will be the exact same scenario. I've got 2 beagles behind us and it can go at any point. So
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh my
quickest
god,
finger to the mute button.
we've got 3 beagles then on the show.
Yeah.
right now.
You got a beagle?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Always
look at
have
that.
a beagle.
Love beagles. They're gorgeous. What's their name?
His name is Oslo.
Oslo. Lovely.
Yep.
Mine are Oliver and Daisy.
Love it. Love it.
That's adorable. Yeah, I think we're all dog fans there, right? Yeah, we are. Every single one of us. Yeah, we're insane for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not. I'm an animal person, not a dog person, but it still counts. It still counts. I still love dogs. Oh wait, and now we have Physical Media Odyssey here, aka Luke.
Hello.
Sorry. I was looking at Luke's face. I mean Lee. I'm sorry, Lee.
Yeah. Hello.
How you doing, darling? I'm very sorry I forgot your name. I'm very sorry.
That's all
but please
right.
forgive me.
I was trying to get a mic to work, but it wasn't playing ball.
It's all good, man. How you been anyway, Lee? You been up to much, my friend?
Just going to the cinema when I can. Seen a few good things. Obsession, so real good. I enjoyed that.
Ooh, I've heard
I've heard
things.
that film.
Heard things.
Yeah.
Is it hidden or was it okay?
Was it hidden? Sorry.
Did it hit?
Yeah.
Like did it
Hit.
get
Oh.
you? Oh yeah.
It's got a lot of the familiar tropes, but it does some new stuff with it. It feels kind of fresh, and then
Okay.
it was
Cool.
a bit unsettling and some unhinged stuff. But yeah, I dug it. It had a nice vibe to it.
No, the trailer
worth
looks really
checking out.
good. And I keep
Yeah.
seeing clips now. Like obviously everything gets sent into memes, so straight away I've seen clips of when she's standing in the diner and she's like, "You said it was gonna be fine." I'm like, this film looks wild.
Yeah.
It looks wild.
Yeah, it's hard not to pull some familiarity of like you see the smiles and you think a smile and certain other things, but
Yeah.
it does its same thing as well. It's good.
I'm a big fan of Smile, so that
Yeah.
gets me intrigued. Yeah, big time. Actually, I'm curious to know what that third one's going to be. I thought they were just completely done with Smile 2. I don't think you can go anywhere after Smile 2. But we'll see. Badass, man. I see as well in your stories that you've been enjoying cinemas like crazy, though, man. Like, how many times did you see Project Hail Mary?
6.
Wow.
Once in IMAX, once in 4DX, and the rest was standard. So
That's
works
awesome.
well.
Was it
works
that
well with
good,
cinema
or was
pass.
it just you just had nothing else going on?
I really enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
really good. I thought I'd try different formats, and yeah, it was a good story. No sort of modern politics to it, just a good, simple story, enjoyable. in and out, good time, good sort of messaging, and
It was good.
you
So
won't believe a rock could be so emotional.
Oh yeah, so I've read like half the book, and it is like first contact is the theme of the whole thing, and Rocky's class, Rocky's mint. Seen giant plushies of him now as well, which straight away I'm like, oh, I don't need another thing in my life. I just can't do it. Can't do it.
I've got a smaller plushie here. I got one from my wife. So.
Did you?
Yeah,
We've got you. They've got you.
she loved it too. So, yeah.
I need
Luke,
to catch on with the hype. I need to catch on with the hype of this. I still haven't seen it yet or read the book. And
I've not seen it. No.
The Rocky character, everyone's gone like nuts for like Rocky, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't.
It's really good. It's really good. But that was like me with June. I saw June in Dolby, Super Screen, IMAX, and Standard.
Cool.
Over the course of a weekend, I think. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Luke, I got ruined by a film yesterday, by the way. So I went to see Mortal Kombat 2 in the cinema, and I was ready for a good time. Had my hot dog, and the trailers came on. I was like, "Oh, these trailers will be like average, whatever." The Odyssey trailer came on.
I've
been avoiding it. I've been avoiding it.
Right.
I wanted to go in blind, and I was like, my partner was like, "Oh, this is that film you were wanting to say." I was like, "Yeah, it really is." So then I watched the trailer, and I was like, "Imagine if I hadn't have seen this trailer, I'd have been a much better experience." But unfortunately, it looks great. It looks incredible. I mean, it looks great, but ruined by it.
Getting ruined by the Elliot Page memes showing up everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
feel kind of bad for them. It's
yeah, I know. It's one of those cases because I'm not usually into woke stuff when it's forced in. Usually I'm okay with it. I'm usually fine with it, but when it's forced in, I'm kind of not feeling it at all. So I'm curious to know if that would be a case of it being forced in or not. I'm just nervous, but I'm not
judgment.
Exactly. I'm not really fussed. I'm not a Christopher Nolan fan really, so I'm not really fussed about this film at all. But I'm still intrigued to know what the response is going to be, if people are going to be just open to it or if they're just going to be nah. We'll see.
Bit of both probably.
Yep. Badger, because I know you like the smaller budget stuff, and you've been dipping your toes into the bigger. But was it Blade Runner 2049 you saw recently?
Yeah, I've already seen them now. I've already seen those films.
There was a film you watched that was a bigger blockbuster recently that I thought it was.
Can't remember, but it has been Blade Runner. I've seen them too recently, but I've already seen them before. It's not a new experience. Right. It's just that it was the first time watching them on 4K Blu-ray. That's all. And it was.
Are you? I was going to say, are you a big Blade Runner fan, Badger?
Not really. Make no mistake. I'm in love. I'm in love with that. But I'm not. I didn't grow up with it or anything. I discovered it very late in life. But when I did, I loved it. I love that first one. Second one, I just like. I don't love it like everyone else does, but it's still a remarkable sequel, though. Wow, that film had an impossible task, and it pulled it off.
Sequel. It's a good sequel.
I couldn't stand either film. So we did it. We had to examine it in uni, and every time I tried to watch it, I'd fall asleep. And I was like, in my head, right, I should love this film. It's got everything you could possibly want. It's got like Harrison Ford. It's got future Manchester and like what Ridley Scott envisioned. It's dripping with atmosphere. Can't get over it. Find it boring.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. It's a slow film, man. I don't blame you. It's all jiggy though. We got Jordan here. Hey, Mr. Movie Worm made it. Whoop.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi Jordan.
Well,
How you been, Jordan, buddy? You been up to much?
yeah, been on holiday last week, but I know we're here to talk about movies and stuff. So just been, same mate. Just been watching lots of films and stuff. Been to cinema times. That's it, really. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, real quick, where'd you go on holiday, man? Oh, it's the internet crashed out.
Oh, are we all good?
Nah, you're crashing, my friend. You frozen.
I'm gone.
Always technical difficulties. He's gonna call
In
him
Austin-
Sky.
This is in Austin Powers where he turns the
Fraser.
things on the machine.
Yeah.
Right now, Jordan looks like the last woman I had sex with. Like
Oh
she
my
just woke
God.
up in bed. She woke up in
That
bed
better?
naked next to me, wondering what
Yeah,
the
you're
fuck
good.
else she's done with her life. That's it. Right there, like, oh god, why him? Why him? What if my father finds out? Oh, wait, are you there now, Jordan?
Yeah, sorry, did I just mess the whole stream up by coming on?
No, you're all right. Give us some time to vamp. It's all good.
Man, the Nerd Natter stream is way too chilled out for you to mess anything up, my friend. We're here to indulge and have fun. We're not here for professional content. It's absolutely fine. We're here to have fun. It's okay. You cannot destroy this. Yeah. Where'd you go on holiday, buddy?
Yeah, I went to Benidorm in Spain, which is I don't recommend it, to be honest.
Hey, Spain's
I went
nice,
with the
man.
lads, and it was just constant drinking, and I was
Oh,
ready
it
to come
sounds
home
like the
after
worst.
2 or
Yeah,
3
you're
days.
right. Like, what we're talking about, sun and drink. Are you having the best time of your life?
No, I know, but I'm 37 now, and it, like, you know, when the second night of drinking, you wake up that third morning and you just can't do it anymore.
And you go, lads, should we go and see some sights? Like, should we just knock it over? Like, that kind of
I did. I walked up a mountain on the third day.
So Hangover 4 is coming out soon, yeah.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper's not in it. It's just some no mark, like me and my friends. So
Nah,
It's
fair
not
play,
change the
man.
lamppost.
I can't drink like I used to anyway, so it's all good. I very rarely drink myself nowadays. It's just for a bit of laugh. I don't get drunk anymore. I'm indulging a bit now. Not a big deal, just a little bit. Whatever it is, not a big deal. It's all good. I will say dead quick as well, because it's a major pain in the ass. Recently, I've been working hard, right? And I finished my first ever screenplay recently.
Nice.
Really
congrats.
thank you. I was really happy with it, with all the work I've been doing, really satisfied. So I decided to go on holiday recently. I went to Weymouth, just to a little caravan park, or just to enjoy myself, give myself a little reward. And after literally, I'm talking seconds after I passed the fucking gates, seconds, I get a text message telling me I have to come back home because I have a house viewing, a surprise house viewing, and I'm dying to move because I live in a complete shithole. I'm dying to move. So because of that, I was like, oh God. So I stayed for one night. I fucked off. I drove all the way back home for miles and miles and miles. I viewed the place. It's all beautiful. Yet, because there's so many people on the list before me, I don't think I've even got the house. It wasn't worth it. So
That's a shame.
I'm just gritting my teeth about that. Like, that's hundreds gone, you bastard. But regardless, sod it. I'm still enjoying my time off from all the work and all the projects and all that jazz. It's absolutely jiggy. Now I'm just gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy my alcohol, my wonderful massive Don cup filled to the brim with Badger's special coffee. And I'm gonna enjoy my Nerd Natter with my buddies here. So I said all is gonna be jiggy today, baby. That's the way it goes.
Listen to your story. I am stroking my dog. I'm not jacking myself off of your discomfort.
Fucking liar. You fucking liar.
You see my hand going, it's the dog. It's not me. So, you know.
Absolute fucking liar, man. Fucking liar.
Oh, your
Jeez.
tears. Like,
Man, I've had enough, man. I don't like you liars, man. I said I was having a good stream, but you fucked it up with your lies. Just be honest with you, but just be honest about it, man. Just be honest.
would be.
Go.
I can't stand up. I've got pants on. I just can't stand up. That's all it is.
Yeah, I understand that. You fucking dirty bastard. Right, real quick. ugly cold coffee's here. Hi, how you doing?
From my Discord. Welcome in, man.
Hey, glad to have someone for your stream on there, man. Right, so before we get involved, talk about all the other stuff. Right now, because I have not had Fodder Tom on before, I want to get to know him a little bit. So yeah, can you tell me about your channel and all that, and the streams that you've been doing?
Yeah, so at the minute we are streaming Celeste on a Tuesday. Don't know if anyone's played that game. Pretty pretty intense, pretty hard. It's all about mental health. It's a really nice journey. And then on the side, we've got loads going on the channel. We've done like Resident Evil 9. Me and my partner are doing some stuff. We're doing Directive 8020, which is the new like Supermassive games. And then on the side of that, we do giveaways every week. So there's no like charge for the giveaways. You just get involved, and you can win like a free game on Steam every week. And it just helps grow the community, shares that love.
Nice, man. I saw on one of your live streams that recently you did the old school PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game. Yeah.
I did the full game in one sitting. You know what it is? As a kid, I remember playing that game loads, not realizing how short it was. So I was like, hold on, I think I'm at the end of the game here. And then you're getting chased by Doc Ock down the corridor, and I was like, this is it, let's go. And then like Daredevil and Captain America show up. I was like, hold on, this was doing MCU stuff before like MCU was even conceived.
Hell yeah. Actually, I remember that back as a child. That was my first time ever discovering Venom. And I realized back then I loved the Venom, man.
Yeah.
I remember like at one point he asked for whose autograph was it? Daredevil, I think it was. He asked for an autograph, whatever.
Yeah. Yes. No, plus game.
That's right. You also got Stan Lee narrating the game as well. It's just jiggy.
Yeah. What's really good about the game as well is because they couldn't have you go on the ground. So obviously you're Spider-Man. You're supposed to be in New York. You're supposed to be able to go save people. What they did is they came up with a feature where there's fog that covers the entire thing that's poisonous to Spider-Man. So it was their way of saying this PlayStation 1 is not going to be able to render you going on the floor. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Clever.
It was smart. I remember in the next one as well, Enter Electro. They didn't have that. They just admitted, all right, fine, you can't go to the city. We'll just have for the sake of it. They just gave up. They gave up trying to have like a diegetic reason for it. So yeah, I thought that was funny. But yeah, man, still badass back in the day and stuff. Yeah, is Resident Evil 9 as good as they say? Because I still haven't checked it out yet.
I would say yes. However, the problem is the game is two games. It is Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4 combined, and you can feel the stitching in it. So the bits where you play as Grace are really good. So Grace is the new protagonist. She's the female FBI lead in the game. All of this was really good. It's survival horror. They really go to town on that stuff. But the stuff with Leon, which I've seen a lot of people love the bits with Leon. I didn't. I found them quite great, and I found that there was bits where you were just walking around that didn't suit the gameplay style. So for me, like it was definitely an 8 out of 10 game, let down by the Leon sections.
Okay, fair enough, man. Big shame. Yeah, that's definitely a controversial opinion. Most people just fucking rate it through and through. And seems like you're a bit wishy-washy with some
Luke,
bits.
you played it. I mean, Luke, what did you think of it?
I really didn't like it. I like it. 6 out of 10. The Leon, the stories just felt like a side quest. I didn't really feel like it was part of the main thing. And I don't know. It was some nice nostalgia, but that's about it. I hated Grace's sections.
Did you? Okay, so you were the opposite of me.
Yeah. Even though I do love 7 and 8, I just didn't like. I just didn't enjoy it. I just felt the game was just a slog. Towards the end with Leon, it was like just the backtracking was crazy, like more so than usual.
There's a bit where you're in like Raccoon City and you just got to find 3 bits to put a detonator together, and I was like, what are we doing here? This feels like an MMO quest where you've got to like grind out for something. I'm like, this is a 9-hour game. I shouldn't be spending 3 of those 9 hours looking for bits. Yeah, exactly.
Mundane footsteps.
That was the bit that really grated us.
Yeah.
I kind of had the same type of experience with the recent remake of Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
I began loving it, terrified the fuck out of me. I was going nuts playing that. It scared the shit out of me. But I played it first time on the hardest difficulty. And as great as that was, it was thrilling. It was absolutely thrilling. The problem was, you've got to like stomp on the dead bodies of your enemies like 20 plus times just to make sure they don't stand back up again. So it meant that overall in that long ass game, I probably spent about 40 minutes just kicking dead bodies. No. I was like, is this what my brain goes through whenever I have a Tourette's flare up? Like, it's just the most mind-numbing, irritating, obnoxious crap. I just couldn't. It bored me every time I killed someone. I had to keep stomping on them.
Did you not get the DLC for the steel boot caps?
I didn't get a steelbook for it. I got it in
No,
the
boots, the steel boot caps, like what builders wear. The joke's gone. I'm moving on. Moving on.
Oh, he did a dad joke. Right, off you go. Off you go.
It doesn't help in Silent Hill 2 that a lot of the enemies are just like the same enemies constantly.
I was gonna say that too. They did add a new one, like the ceiling bastard, whatever it's called. That was new compared to the old game, but still, yeah, it's not bad though. I'm a fan. I played it just to check out the new Return to Silent Hill movie to get up to date with it, and I still haven't seen it yet because I've heard terrible things, so I haven't bothered with it. But it is what it is. Yeah, now that Luke's here as well, I want to ask you, Luke, tell me about how it's been with this whole short film shit, bud. Explain it.
So this is just so I did acting class for like a year and a bit, and where I live, there's not much in terms of acting. Like, there's not much at all. You have to go to Manchester, Liverpool, definitely London. So I thought, well, I can either be in my friends' projects or I can do my own thing. So I decided to do my own thing. I thought, what can I do? What's going to be where I can look all right, and then it's easy enough to kind of achieve it. And then I saw a quote by the director for June, where he says it's possible to tell a story through visuals and music and not much dialogue. So that's when I was like, right, so if I do a voiceover of Shakespeare with some visuals, then it's like a win-win. And then the iPhone does 24 frames a second on 4K, so I just film it on my iPhone.
Yeah, man.
And then I don't need like 20 people running around in high vis thinking the second year director's doing this on a little film set that's next to a metro station or a train station. A lot of the indie stuff up here is good, but they kind of make a meal out of it. And I'm not to shoot them down, but they kind of they make a fuss over a lot of it when instead of doing the thing, they talk about doing the thing. There was only me, a tripod, and 3 mates in a church, and I donated to the church, and then they would let us use the church for a day.
Hey,
and it was just a day out. You know what I mean? It's just a day out. And then some nice lady came along and just started telling us about the history of the town. And it was just a nice day, easy done. And it was just like, because I am a colossal overthinker. And I'm like, oh, what if this goes wrong? What if it's done? And I went and it was just the chillest day. Everything worked out. It was fine. I've got 2 more filming days left. One guy who couldn't make it, I said, oh, well, I'll get the train to where you are, and then we'll just do some little bits here and there. And then I said to my sister, I said, would you happen to have any friends who have a horse where they can wear the cape, look like the character, and ride for a shot? And she went, well, as it happens, I went, what? So as long as the person's in black garb and a cape, obviously you doesn't know who, it could be just the guy in the film. So it'll add a bit more production values with it, with the horse from around the field.
That's wicked, man.
Nice.
Have you ever done directing before, like this type of thing?
No. I tried to do a film a few years ago, but it was like I tried to do everything in my head. I done everything in my head. I planned everything at once. Whereas this, me and my friend drove to the coast, did a few shots, and then a graveyard in the same day and did a shot. And then I thought, oh, if I can just do it whenever I can do it, and then just stitch it together, do the color grading the same, black and white, little filters on the iPhone with a vignette, and then I edited it in iMovie. I found some copyright-free music that the person gives you a license for. Do you know what I mean? Just make it easy, and just like, instead of having one big planning the whole thing in one go, just breaking it up into little achievable pieces and then just stitch it together. And then I had the first bit edited, and then I did the film on Saturday, and then I added that to the film, and then edited that. So as I film, I edit, and then it'll just, when I do the next 2 days of filming up, and just put them in so I know where they need to go, and that's it. Just add title cards, and then I can I've got bookmarks of film festivals, so I'll just submit to that. And
Bro, you could be
You know
like
what
Eminem. Eminem literally threw somebody a tape in the crowd, and that was it. He was huge. That could be you. Just launch some DVDs at people.
Yeah, I'll get some Blu-rays and just you know what I mean? Because it's like the Tees Film Festival. There's a website called Film Freeway where you can submit, and it just kind of gets put out in the ether. And then there's other film festivals like up and down the country. So I'll just submit and see what happens. But, yeah.
Nice, man. Well, congrats. I'm glad that you're getting that shit done, Bell. I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. The funny thing is, people were like, "So where's the script?" I said, "Funny thing is, there is no script because it was just a King Lear monologue."
I knew that,
and then just in my head, I just had the idea of the shots I needed.
Jesus. Okay, that's very new. That's very new.
I just thought I don't want to like make, because if I have a script, I'll in my head I'll make it too rigid. So I had an idea in my head of what shots I needed, and then that's what I did on the day.
Gangster man.
just gonna throw shit at the wall, see if it sticks, and see if it works out.
Guerrilla filmmaking.
I need some that camo on my face, Rambo style.
I'll be doing the same type of shit in a few months. I'll be shooting a short film, but I'll be planning it. I'm not doing what you're doing. Yeah, you're doing like gothic-y type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not me. I'll be doing fiction stuff. I can't do that.
In my head, it was like a drama, but then someone said it's quite creepy with the music and the shots of the church and stuff. So there's a horror. It's called Terror on the Tyne, which is where we are in Newcastle.
Oh yeah, I represent.
And it was, so I'm gonna try and submit mine for that because it's got like horror, I guess, like you say, gothic elements. So again, just hope for the best. See what happens.
Yeah, of course.
It's just having an idea and seeing it through to completion, because a lot of the time you will have an idea and you just kind of delay. So I just want to have it in not easy, but an achievable idea, and then see if I can do it. Because last year I was in a little film and it was just like hanging out on the day and just filming some stuff, like having a laugh. And I thought, this is what I want to do when I do films, is just have a laugh, see what works.
That's what classic films were, though, isn't it? Like, you look at like old films like Dark Star by, is it John Carpenter or someone? Like, it's just a bunch of lads going nuts with a camera, putting some shit together and seeing what happens. It was never about making money. It was about putting your vision on screen. So if you can do that, like, I think that comes through for a lot of artists these days. Like, you see, is it A24 at the minute? They're quite hot because they just take stuff and they'll put it on screen and be like, this is what we want to do. We're doing it. No restrictions. Here we go. So I think you've got a shot to shoot there.
What was the end result of Dark Star, though? A fucking terrible movie.
Is that the
you shut your mouth. No, it's the one where it's Star Wars took the bloody hyperdrive thing from that film. When they go into hyperspace, it's stolen directly from Dark Star.
I was thinking of Dark City.
No, not Dark City. Dark Star has a happy ending because it led to Alien and John Carpenter's career, but yeah, that film was panned like fuck. Interesting. It
wasn't great, but it's got some really good like practical effects in it. Like, you can see it's just people figuring stuff out, and I love that in movies where you can see that it's not corporated.
Yeah,
that's not a word, but it's not got the corporate steer behind it. It's just someone going, "What happens if we do this with the camera and then this happens?" Like, oh my god, keep that. Make a story on that.
That explains why the alien in the film is a fucking beach ball. Gotcha.
Well, maybe
I've never seen it.
No, I'm not dissing it. I'm not dissing it, really. I'm only bantering. At the end of the day, you got to respect it. It led to such crazy shit. However, I totally know what Tom's on about when it comes to that type of thing, because that's all over Alien. No, Evil Dead, sorry. That's all over Evil Dead. You can tell that these are just some young bucks not knowing what the fuck they're doing and just experimenting like fuck to make any effect happen. And it is fucking divine. It's just divine.
It is. I mean, but taking Evil Dead, I think Evil Dead 2 is barely a film. Like, it is just things thrown at it to see what happens, because they're like, oh, that first one was kind of successful. What we're doing for the second one? No, let's just throw some blood, put Ash Campbell in again, like off we go. And then the third one is just completely off the wall again.
Mm-hmm. The second one was mostly taken from the short film they did Within the Woods. Evil Dead was meant to be like an extended version of the short film Within the Woods, but they couldn't do loads of the shots. But when they finally had the budget to properly mimic the old stuff but improve upon it, they put it all in Evil Dead 2. It's just that film but amplified.
It's
It
kind
is
of
insane.
always on the cutting floor. Yeah, it's a weird movie. It's so short. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I love it. I love all those movies, but they're fucking insane. And that remake as well, like that remake's insane. Ashley's an avid fan of I think she's like the biggest fan I know of that remake.
I am.
You prefer it to the original, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us why you love it so much then? Why it did all that for you?
Well, to be fair, I don't recall like seeing the entirety of the first one before I saw that film.
Okay.
And when I went back, I was like, oh, I did actually see this when I was like a teenager. But when I saw the remake, reboot, whatever the hell it is, it was just so freaking brutal. And I don't know. I'm not one of those people that like bitches about the 2000s horror in the slightest, because I think it's way more brutal than most, honestly, because nowadays it's just about sadness and girls being obsessed with you and things like that. So
you should write that down. There's a movie in that, I think, being obsessed with somebody.
Yeah, I know, right? Not that I have like an issue with that. It's just kind of like, okay, what you're seeing, people were bitching about like the 2000s just being nothing but remakes. And now I'm just like, and all these movies now are just nothing but grief. Not that it's bad. It's just kind of like, can we stop? Like, this is what the era that we're in. We're in the grief era, I guess. And then, but people just shit on the 2000s so much. And I'm just like, dude, if you rewatch like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or the Hills Have Eyes remakes, those things are so freaking brutal. It's like, you can say whatever you want about the original Texas Chainsaw and then the remake, but like, watch them because they're so freaking brutal. And I'm just going, no. So when I saw The Evil Dead, when that came out in 2013, I was like, this is my shit. I just want this kind of stuff. Not that it has to be that brutal, but when it comes to like Evil Dead and being possessed and things, I'm just like, this is what it would be, especially when she like licks the freaking razor and splits her damn tongue. I'm just like, oh, thank you for this. I want that.
Yeah, it's what impressed me the most about it was that it had such an improved mythology over the original.
Yes.
Like, I can't remember, what was the name of the final monster? Do you know what the name was? The final beast? I don't know.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, the way they hyped up that monster at the end, like they hyped it up, like read in the book, hey, this thing's coming. I was like, oh, this is terrifying. But that was what hurt me the most about that film, was the fact that it was all big build up to just a quick scene. Bothered me because I was really looking forward to seeing that final monster, and I thought it was a bit rushed through. Still badass though. And excuse me, I was about to say, wait, we got some. Hello there, Itchy. Thanks for joining us, man. We've got another comment from him. Beat me to it. Evil Dead Rise was really good, and that it was. I liked it.
Yeah. The sound effects in that movie are crazy.
Insane. Insane. How did they not get awards for that, man? How did they not get awards for that? I was in the cinema watching that, and I was like, man, there's so much shit going on, all the panning and all that. It's like, this is clever stuff. They're saying easy to make. This is impressive as fuck. Yeah, loved it. So yeah, that I'm not like insane for that film, but I still dug it a lot. And that final fight, I don't even know what the hell that was, man. That was insane. That was complete insanity.
Just to go back on Evil Dead 1 and 2, I saw an interview recently with Bruce Campbell, and he said it was to do with the rights. A studio owned the rights to the first one, and then they wanted to make a second one. They couldn't get the rights to their own film, So basically a remake, and he was saying if you watch the first film up to where the camera goes in the cabin, and then from the bit, there's this bit he says in the second film, and it kind of follows on. He was saying like how to watch, doing that thing where you go how to watch the movie or whatever.
Yeah,
no, I like the new one, and I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn.
I think the 2013 Evil Dead as well. Just going back to that quickly. What it was good for was at that time films were starting to use CGI a lot more. They were starting to throw it in. It looked really shit. And I remember that film being hyped because they were going back to practical effects, and it was Sam Raimi going, we're not doing like any of that CG stuff. We are practical. And you can tell like the whole thing looks horrific because everything's pretty much real. Well, no one dies, but you know, like it's kind of real.
Most of it looks very real indeed. Absolutely. What Bruce Campbell was saying as well, like just cut the ending of Evil Dead 1 with Evil Dead 2 or whatever, you know, it does work, and that's true. Problem is, you've also kind of got to do that for the ending of Evil Dead 2, segueing into Evil Dead 3, because at the end of Evil Dead 2, they all praise Ash, and at the beginning of Evil Dead 3, they don't do that. It's like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Just have some continuity, you bastards. And plus, it's also mental that, you know, Ash ages very quickly. he goes through that portal and comes out a 35-year-old man. Like, where's that 21-year-old in the first film? I was just, I don't know. It's flawed as hell. Those films are so trashy, but they're just great at the same time. It's insane how fun they are. And that show as well.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say I've still not seen the series. Ash versus Evil Dead. So
it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Cathartic as hell. That show is cathartic as hell. Love it. It's a wonderful show. Totally should get on it. It's great. Even though sadly it was cancelled before it finishes, still the ending works. I think it's a pretty satisfying ending for the show. It's not perfect, but it will do. I'm happy with it. Definitely check it out. Any Evil Dead fan needs that film.
Oh yeah. Got 3 series, didn't it? I think
so. Yeah. Sadly as well, I learned a lot from that show. Sadly, I'm actually in pain for the fact I did this. I am a classic example of why that show got cancelled, and Bruce Campbell said it himself so well. He said that fans were bugging him for decades, make an Evil Dead 4, make an Evil Dead 4. And then they made it, and all the fans just stole it and pirated it. The show made no money, and then it got cancelled. I was like, yeah, that's totally true. And this was back before my love for physical media began. Back in the day, that's all I was doing. I was just stealing content, stealing movies. It's all I did. And after a while, after years of doing it and hearing him say that, I was like, you know what? I'm actually the reason why money's going downhill big time in Hollywood. I'm the example. I claim to be a fan of it, and yet 99% of me watching stuff is stealing it. How am I supporting it if I'm not supporting it? This is stupid. So I stopped. I haven't done that properly like in years. Most of what I do is buying physical media brand new if I'm not going to the cinema. Yeah, I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from his interview and stuff and Evil Dead. But I still wish I didn't learn that way. Bruce Campbell pointing out how much of an arsehole I am is not fun.
You're gonna put on Reddit, you're the reason why Evil Dead. Actually, it's you like a cancer for it. I'm with you, that's fine. No, I had a similar experience. It's growing up though, isn't it? Like you learn to not really pirate stuff. You move away from that because you actually realize in your adult brain, like, oh, this is affecting people's jobs. Like this is taking away something that I love, and then all you're gonna get is Disney making another Star Wars film and then complain about it, being like, sick of all these Star Wars films that are coming out. Why are they not doing anything new? Because nobody can afford it. It is so expensive to make something, get something greenlit, especially if it's not a safe bet.
Yeah, exactly. Us fans, man, we can be toxic as fuck, can't we?
Yeah.
We were talking about that in the last, 2 streams ago. I remember that we were all talking about that, about toxic fandom and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy the toxic fandom's still there. But obviously this is different. This is fandom ripping off people, not just being nasty, but just ripping them off. Sure, at least I wasn't, being racist like most fan bases are. Like just being nasty.
You've got that going for you.
Yay! But still, yeah, I was still fucking up, so I learned from that. I don't do that anymore. I'm just a good boy. I'm a good little boy. I'm a good boy now, guys. Good boy.
Just going off what Ashley was saying, I love those. I love that. I love Hills of Ice 2007. Love it. And I love Texas Chainsaw with Matt Bomer and Jessica Biel, I think.
Jessica Biel!
No,
Bring her back.
Is it
Bring her
Jessica
back.
Biel? Jessica Biel, Alba? God.
Jessica Biel.
Biel, I think. Yeah.
Unreal. I love this. I like the sound effect to do when they have the camera going down the stairs and stuff. And my friend was doing that on Hills of Ice, and I was sitting there like a psycho, smiling while we're getting hacked bits.
Was the Hills of Ice that version? Was that the one where one of them tries to breastfeed off one of the women?
That's Hills of Ice 2.
That too. So
Yeah,
I remember that being on, and I was like, "This is like sickening to watch." But like, I couldn't not watch. I was like, "I'm in." Like, it's got us by the eyes. It was horrible. But those films, Ash was right. Those films were sickening because, like, not sickening. There were no more shock values than anything. Because do you remember was it the Rob Zombie Friday the 13th, where like
Halloween.
Yeah, that was it. And he's in the mental asylum, and there's that scene with the two like guards, and I'm like, oh my god, like what we're doing. You wouldn't get that now. You just wouldn't. No. Not that I'm asking for it, you know what I mean? Jesus.
I think that remake's quite special in many ways, man. I mean, all the hatred makes sense to me. I get it. You know, it explains way too much. There's no subtlety to it whatsoever. Instead of it just being an evil guy. Oh, look, he has to be massive. He has to be massive. Sure, I see all the problems that people have with it. I still love the fact that it was mad different. I had no preparation for it when I was watching it. And I was watching it like, what the fuck? I didn't know it would have this great big origin story. It's just wild. And I respect it so much for thinking outside of the box. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that film. As trashy as it was, I'm a fan. I am a fan.
I think the first half's actually better. I just kind of hate when Rob Zombie tries to just mimic the original in the second half. I just kind of wish he'd done his own thing and twisted it a little bit. But I don't mind the second half. I just wish he hadn't tried to mirror the original, to be honest. But Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I love that film, and everyone hates it. I fucking love it.
I like it a lot. I love. Me and my friend did a body count for the two first ones. So Halloween 1, 1978 got 6. And I think the Halloween's Rob Zombie's got about 21 deaths. so me and my friend sat there with a tally chart because we're normal human beings. And then I love let's just sit. What a college. Let's just sit and watch a film and count the bodies. But I love Malcolm McDowell in those two movies.
Yeah, man.
I like that. I love him as an actor. I loved him in Doomsday. I loved how he had like popped up in the. I loved him as the Loomis.
I think
it's the same.
I think that. Sorry, Luke. Sorry. Mate.
No, it was just like it's a really good compliment, I guess, to Donald Pleasance. It's like it's hammy, but he's sincere as he can get. Donald Pleasance was the actor he was, and he was. Like when he says, "Lonnie, get your ass away from there." When he's
I love that line.
Yeah, it made me play this it. Yeah.
You know what I love after he says it? Like Lonnie runs away and he just stands there like
smile, yeah, he's skinny ass. Yeah, but me, I just like it because he was just having fun with it. And then Malcolm McDowell, he's like, the tone of that film is so different to what the original was. Me and my friend just we had to stop. We were laughing because it was so brutal, and we had to like not laugh as loud in the cinema because we were getting looks. Because it was so shocking. It was so kind of like in the vein of Hills of Ice and Texas Chainsaw. Like let's just like Texas Chainsaw, the guy gets his face cut off, and that it's so like directly brutal. Do you know what I mean? It's so kind of literally in your face. Like no pun intended.
I'd go as far to say is. The opening 20 minutes of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is some of the best horror directing I've ever seen. Like all that hospital, the rain, it's just pure horror, and the way he directs that, man, is unbelievable to me. I just think it's such an underrated and underappreciated film. I just love the way he goes in his own direction and everything. I love it. It's like top 3 Halloween films for me.
And how the attack is staged as a kid in the house to different rooms. How it's shot and how it kind of builds, and you kind of he's making his sandwich at some mundane thing, and the noise of the baseball bat in his head is crazy.
Yeah. That white horse bullshit can fuck off though.
Yeah, that is Rob Zombie doing his thing. I do, and I like. Oh, what's it? Devil's Reject as well. Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
I love House of a Thousand Corpses. I think.
Yeah, that's so
that's very good. Captain Spaulding.
I thought you were going to say House of Wax. I was about to be fully in with you there on House of Wax.
Which one? Watching... Vincent Price or the remake?
There's more. I didn't realize it was an original. I thought it was just a film with women and men and House of Waxes. I didn't realize it was a Vincent Price one. I need to check it out.
I think it's totally different to the original.
Very different.
Yeah,
different.
Sorry, just dead quick as well. Speaking of Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie one. That was I haven't seen it yet, but that was actually the concept of it pissed me off because what I appreciated about the remake was that it actually made Michael Myers mortal. Like you could kill him. And then it looked like, oh god, like it seemed like he died at the end. I was like, this is awesome. And then apparently Halloween 2 comes along, and isn't he invincible again? Isn't that what they do with him? I don't know.
No, not really.
So how did he survive all that shit? How did he survive all that shit then?
Because he's Michael fucking Myers. Okay.
Yeah.
Except for the last one, it's pretty definitive ending for him. Can't get much more.
I love the way Ash said that then.
I want someone to like soundbite that and then like just pitch shift it very, very low. Michael fucking Myers.
Sorry, I don't have a deep voice.
That's just like that edit thing going on.
Heavy metal thoughts.
Michael fucking Myers. Yeah, man. Real quick, what was I was gonna say about his work, Rob Zombie's work? Oh yeah, that was it. Apparently, he had an awful time making that the first remake. Apparently, because it was just studio interference, people being dicks to him, and when it was over, he tried so hard to not like do the second one, but they forced him to do it, and it sounds like an awful like. Maybe that explains why there's so much shit in it that people hate, because he didn't want to make it. He was forced into it, like contractually forced into it. So it's such a shame. When someone doesn't want to do shit like that, they're just forced into it. It's just a shame. Does it show?
Though, because, obviously on that point, but when people don't want to do stuff now, you find that the creators are a bit clever in terms of just tanking the property. So if you look at Joker, that guy didn't want to. He didn't want to make a second one. He had no involvement in it. He's like, I'm going to make the worst film I can possibly make. Like, obviously, he didn't come out and say that because he'd have been sued by the company, by the thing. But obviously, that film is just bizarre. And if you look at the Matrix 4, they took that property and went, we're going to kill this off so nobody else can touch it. And like, when they do that, honestly, I love it, mate. Even though the film's terrible, I love it when they tank it.
Well, me and Jordan disagree with you. I mean, I don't like Joker 2 like Jordan did, but still, I'm a supporter of Joker 2.
Jordan, I'm a big musical guy. I love a musical. I sat down the first 20 minutes. I was like, I'm in on this film. Like everyone else is wrong, and then it kept going, and it didn't stop, and it got worse. And I went, oh, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of most of the musical numbers. I don't like it. It's simply because most of them didn't serve a purpose. The film just stopped for people to sing. Not a fan of it. At the same time, I saw something quite different and original. It was the last half that bugged me the most. That courtroom shit just bored me for the most part. But I still thought it was quite a ballsy film in many ways. But Jordan, he's a proper fan. You're a proper fan of Joker 2, right, Jordan?
I wouldn't say I was a proper fan, but I did give it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
That's a proper fan. That's a proper fan.
I think I just went in expecting the worst thing in the world, the way everyone was talking about it, and me and my wife just really enjoyed it. I do agree with you, though, Tom, on the fucking Matrix 4, man. Like that was the best movie trailer I think I've ever seen, and I was like so hyped for that, and I was watching it going, "What the fuck is this?" I hated that film. But yeah, Joker 2. Yeah, I think Joker 2 was fine. I'm glad he went in a little bit of a different direction, to be honest. But yeah, I know it's not for everyone. I can understand people are pissed off with it. I did not like the whole twist on things where he might not actually be the actual Joker and this other guy might be. I didn't like that.
I did. I thought it was cool.
Like,
I've still not seen it.
it's like,
well, you just ruined the fun
I've got
for
a
you there,
book
Luke.
there.
That's all right.
I'm a big fan of the first one. As you might
Sorry,
see, not recognize
sorry.
that.
I thought you would have seen it by now. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
That was rude. Sorry.
No,
I haven't seen
I
it
love the
either,
first
but
one.
oh,
Oh,
sorry,
for fuck's sake! Oh, fuck's sake!
I've seen
you
that.
ruined it for me. I'm just kidding. I have no
Yeah, it's
intentions of
fine.
watching
I'm
this piece of
in that
shit.
camp of Jordan and Badger. I was expecting something awful, and I watched it. I was going, "This is not anywhere." I like the musical bits. I like the fact it's just kind of they're just heads going into whatever they're doing. It's just they're just poof.
But they
I was
had,
singing
they
Mary
had-
Poppins going to the toilet, so I can imagine someone insane doing a full number in their head. I love it. And it was shot well, and it was funny because I'm a fan of Tim Dillon, the comedian. And before he was describing a film he was on that he couldn't say what it was, but it was joke true, and he was saying how the director was like, do this. He was saying it was difficult on set, and he did say him and the other cast were like, "What the hell is this? Why is Joaquin Phoenix singing in the middle of the canteen?" But I liked it. I loved the little Easter eggs of Harvey Dent. Loved that. I was waiting for whatever happened with his face. I thought it was cool. It is a total twist. I know why. I love Joker 1, but I understand why I don't agree that they were like, oh, it's the wrong audience, but I understand why they might have went against the reaction. It wasn't the right reaction, I guess. And then they made him a different character, and then to have him like inspire whatever.
Push that out.
I mean,
arguably the first film pisses me off more than the second. Has everyone seen Joker, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay. So that must have my worst scene in a movie I love, because
Well, I'm not hearing that bullshit.
Get out of here.
That's the absolute fucking end of it. No one's disagreeing with me. You're not allowed to hate something that I like, and that's the end of it. Victory sweep. I'm joking, buddy. Come on.
that movie needed to end where he was just stood on the car for me. And when it goes to that fucking mental hospital, I was so annoyed and frustrated. I just wish it would have ended there, because it was the perfect ending. And when it's like in the mental hospital and it's all like taken away from you, I was like, why? So that stopped it being a 10 out of 10 film for me, to be honest.
Fair enough, man. No, yeah, actually, how come you're not you don't want to see Joker 2? How come you're hating on it already?
Who was that for?
Ashley.
What?
So how come you haven't seen Joker 2 yet? Like, you don't want to watch it? How come?
I'm not the biggest fan of musicals, for one, and I genuinely cannot stand Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she has
how
a
do
very
I do what you
punchable
did to
face.
Jordan there? Because I disagree completely about Lady Gaga. Yeah.
I haven't seen much of her like acting before. I still haven't seen that film that everyone loves, that Star Is Born. I haven't seen it yet, but I thought that what she did as Harley Quinn, I thought it was all perfect casting. I was like, this is gonna rock. This is just gonna rock. I saw the pictures of Joaquin Phoenix and her together. I was like, this is gonna be brilliant. And she was underused to shit in that film. It was not what it was advertised as. That was the worst part of it for me. I was like, fucking hell.
No, I agree. I think like for a musical, you're getting someone with like singing chops like her. And obviously, if you haven't seen Star Is Born, you probably have heard the song Shallow. Like, she absolutely goes to town on that song. And there's not a moment in that Joker 2 where she does have the range to do that. It's all like quiet songs and quite reserved. And there's a couple of spells here and there, but I don't know, didn't hit. And like Harley Quinn is supposed to be, and I know obviously they're trying to circumvent what the character's like, but she's obsessed with the Joker, like, and when she finds out that, spoilers, this guy isn't the Joker, she's like, oh, well, fuck you then. Like, I'm out. I'm like, hold on, so you were faking it this whole time. What's going on? I just found it unbelievable.
Fair enough, man. To each their own. I kind of agree. I'm still not a big fan of it, but I am a big enough, like, I liked it enough to want to buy on 4K Blu-ray one day. I think we can all agree, whether we love it or hate it, I think we can all agree the film looked gorgeous, like just as good as the first film looked. You know what I mean? It looked that beautiful, man. The cinematography was just insane. Like, if the first film was off the word, Sorry?
No, sorry. The clips I've seen look good. So
Absolutely.
I've seen lots of
Yeah,
clips. Yeah.
if the first film was nominated for like Oscars and shit for its cinematography, I don't see why the second one should be ignored just because you don't like the film. It looked gorgeous. Seriously, fucking gorgeous. Cinematographer like did not just get that over and done with. They thought like crazy to get just the simplest shot looking amazing. So you got to respect that. I'm sure that 4K Blu-ray is going to look gorgeous. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's going to look just as good as that first one. Yeah, big shame, but it is what it is. Ugly Cold Coffee says, for me, Joker 2 doesn't exist. Fair enough.
I feel like the Joker 2 like compares to The Last Jedi in that in terms of a movie that's in a fandom and it's in a franchise. I think it's like you can equate the two reactions to the similar reactions, even though I like Last Jedi.
I was a big Last Jedi defender. Like I was all about it. I was like Ryan Johnson. Like again, taking something in a different direction, like isn't always a bad thing. I think Joker 2, like that was. We're gonna do something completely different off the wall. Like if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just again for me there was too much film and not enough substance. Whereas Last Jedi, I thought like, yeah, I'm on board. And then obviously Rise of Skywalker ruined everything by throwing a film together.
Somehow I returned.
Well, that's it. I was sat in the cinema with a friend who'd seen all of them, and that scroll comes up saying somehow Emperor Palpatine has returned. He turns to us and goes, "Have I missed a film?" And I went, "No, you've not."
The dead speak.
Exactly. If the dead speak, exactly. If they planned that, which they obviously didn't, but if they planned it, he would have appeared, like his voice would have appeared at the very end of The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Humongous shame. I'm not a fan of those two films at all. But with that being said, I support anyone who is. Ashley, she's a great big fan of the recent like trilogy of the Disney films. They're just fun to watch. Don't blame her one bit because even I can see it. Even I can see it without being a fan. I understand. Out of those three films, Ashley, of the recent trilogy, what did you like? Which one was your favorite of the recent trilogy?
Oh, The Force Awakens, without a doubt. That movie, because when I saw that, I felt like a little kid again, seeing Star Wars again. Because I won't lie to you, I cannot get into the frickin' prequels. I watched them as they came out, and I was 10 when the first one came out, and I remember seeing it in theaters. I was like, hell yeah. Love the pod racing in it. And then Darth Vader is my favorite character, like, of all time. And no offense to Hayden Christensen, because he was only doing what he could do with that shitty script. But, like, what the hell was that? That was atrocious. And then what always cracks me up is nowadays when people bitch and moan about there's so much CGI in this or that. And I'm going, but you love the prequels. I don't think there's a real scene in that film other than the people in it. Like the actual actors, that's it. Everything else is freaking CGI. I'm like, when I was rewatching, what was it, Revenge of the Sith the other day, because I'm still trying to see what everyone loves about that film.
Love it.
And I'm just like,
love it.
Oh, fuck. I can't. I think it's genuinely because of the CGI that takes me out. Because there's scenes that I absolutely love. And then the whole the Obi-Wan, and God, I'm sorry, but Ewan McGregor is not the best actor, but I love him. But him crying, I just can't. I was like, Jesus.
All right, that's the end of it. It's divorce time. Tom, I don't know what the fuck you're laughing at, man. You fuck off too. Why?
I'm not laughing.
Can you imagine that? Imagine that. Badger Phipps turns into the most like pussiest toxic fan ever. No, I love you, McGregor, and I think he's the best part of those prequels. I fucking thought he channeled Alec Guinness perfectly. I love him in those. We're gonna have to disagree strongly.
It was good.
No, that's fine. Like, I genuinely, I wish I could get on the prequel train because I've been around the whole time they've been around, and I'm just like, dude, because I loved the original trilogy. Like, they were some of my favorite movies growing up. And I remember I had the gold box set of the VHS tapes of them, and me and my brother.
Oh, you too.
Oh, hell yeah. And I was just like, I love these, and then I was just like, I don't know what it was. I hated the look of Yoda in him too. I was just like, why did they make him look like an even uglier ball sack? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
that first puppet in episode 1 is crazy. It's like,
but when he starts fighting, but when he draws his lightsaber, you gotta love that. He fights.
Angry Mr. G. How you?
How do you feel about the Mandalorian and Grogu, Ash?
I'm going in with a hopeful heart here. Okay.
A new hope, some might say.
Oh yes, I know, right? I'm gonna try and be cool with it, but we'll see. I still need. I think today I'm gonna finish. Because I never watched season 3 of The Mandalorian. I finished the Book of Boba Fett last night, though.
Oh my god! What a waste of your time.
Waste of my time.
Waste of your time.
I gotta watch it all.
Disappointing.
I gotta watch it all, man.
The Mandalorian season 3, man. I don't know what happened there. I loved the first 2, but that third one, don't know what happened.
So we're like halfway through watching the 3rd season, and I'm not going to finish it before I go and see the film because I'm like, I want to know how this hits if I've not seen a single episode, which obviously I have, but I've not seen the end of it. I'm all right on it. Like, does it get worse?
I thought it got worse the more it went on. Like, me and my wife had 2 episodes left, and we were like, we're just gonna have to finish these, aren't we? We didn't want to do it, we just had to. It started off okay, yeah, but yeah, I thought it got worse the more it went on.
I think Star Wars' biggest problem at the minute is the homework problem. That like if you want to be in the new stuff, you've got to be up to date with what's going on. So like Ahsoka, for example, my partner loves Ahsoka. She's like, it's my favorite. I'm all about it. We've not seen Ahsoka because we haven't done our homework. We've not seen Rebels. We don't know how she's at that point. And I know you could go in blind, but it kind of takes away some of the aspect because you're rewarded if the more you know. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
like that with the MCU as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's turned into the MCU. We all know that. It hurts for me because Star Wars might be my favorite film of all time. I don't know. My top 3 films are interchangeable.
Oh, I did my top 10 list the other day. I can ring these off.
yeah. Are they up there?
Empire is the only one that made the list. My list kind of went skew with after a little while because I was like, Dumb and Dumber's in here, and I don't know why, but it is.
So it should be. So it should be.
Harlan Williams for the win. I love Harlan Williams. I love Harlan Williams. What I'll say though about the prequels is, I went to see the Phantom Menace in the cinema, and I went to see Revenge of the Sith. And you notice it in the cinema, especially on the larger formats. Hello, Bentley. The speaking scenes, but it's like shot like a TV show, like the close up of the actors. It's not like now where the actors are like in the scene and you see them. They're really straight, like Phantom Menace. You notice it when they're having like dialogue. It's shot like a TV show, like an X-Files episode. And it's maybe it's intentional because he was like doing like a Flash Gordon thing or whatever. But I saw it on super screen, and I was like, this doesn't it just looks too zoomed into the actors when they're talking. It's weird. And then you've got the big CGI like wide shots, and it's just this weird contrast between the two, which you notice more on the bigger screen, I guess.
Fair enough, man.
If we're talking prequels, Duel of Fates is still an absolute banger of a song.
Yeah,
it's. Yeah, you do. It's
oh yeah. Gangster.
It's a banger. It's a banger. It did one thing good, and Darth Maul's good.
Christopher Lee, I like Christopher Lee in it. I love seeing Christopher Lee. I like that he got. I like that he got to be. Well, there's a funny behind the scenes of George Lucas putting vampire teeth on Yoda, and then Christopher Lee lasted it. Yeah, I remember getting the Total Film magazine when it was like episode 3 hype, and they had a big interview with Christopher Lee at the time. I didn't keep it, obviously, because I didn't back then because I was stupid, but I realise now it would be valuable to have it. But yeah, I do like the prequels. Some of the CGI is weird. You can see where it's like a flat screen against them, like a flat panel of blue when he's in the desert, and it just looks like it looks like that Dune TV show where you can tell it's on a soundstage.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the light from the ceiling down on the actors. But no,
I know the
prequels are-
craziest thing. I remember talking with Ashley about it on one of our like private streams. Not private, sorry, where it was just me and her on the stream. We were talking about this, and it was absolutely bloody. It's a joke. I still can't believe they did this. I think it was an Attack of the Clones. Fucking Samuel Jackson's just talking to a CGI stormtrooper. I was like, what the fuck? You couldn't get some guy in a fucking suit. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, and then I don't know why there's thumbs up, but then there's really bad ADR in them where the mouths move and they're not speaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's you like watch it going, did that happen? Then you obviously when you see it at the cinema, you see Samuel Jackson's moving and he goes, no, but it's like it's so weird. It's so weird.
It's because
I will
you know
say, like,
he was saying motherfucker constantly.
Yeah, motherfucker. You silly motherfuckers. But just to go to the sequel as well, my favorite scene in the sequel in the Last Jedi is when it's more behind the scenes is when Luke talks to Leia, because when it's just them doing the scene, it's like watching like a bit of theater. And then Carrie Fisher, I met an actor who met her on the set of Last Jedi because he does the legions. But yeah, I love that. I love the scene with Luke and Leia. We didn't get the whole gang back together, but we got aspects of them together. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with what we got.
It was quite a sad time as well because, like, obviously she died like quite close to that, and I'm sure somebody else died like quite close around then as well. That was quite big. It might have been Alan out of Harry Potter. I'm sure there was like quite a few people that died that same year, and it was like, oh, this is sad. And then bless her, she passed away quite early. I felt she wasn't that old.
She wasn't old at all. No, she was in her 60s. That's not old. I mean, like when we were kids, we thought that being in your 60s was old, and then you get older and you're like, nah, that's taking the piss.
Life number 3, baby. Here we go.
The thing as well that gets to me, I really am not a fan of Last Jedi, but even I can admit there's got some beauty in it. Guys, think about it. The last time Leia saw Luke was when he was a Force projection. And the first time he saw her was when she was a projection coming from R2-D2. And I was like, that's dope symbolism right there. That's lovely.
And I love when he sees the hologram in Last Jedi in the Millennium Falcon, when R2-D2 shows the projection.
That was a cheap move.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. And Mark Hamill, like, he does turn it on in that movie. He's not phoning it in at all.
I agree.
He never does. Look, what are you talking about? Have you not seen him in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? He's so good in that as well.
Cock knocker.
Cock knocker. That was great. Speaking of getting older as well, I remember because I had the VHS tapes, the golden ones, as a child. I got it for my 6th birthday when they were brand new. And I was watching it, and I remember each VHS tape at the beginning had this like long making of, like a segment. And my mother was telling me, like, yeah, Luke Skywalker in real life, he's really old now. He's really old. Because obviously I was a kid. There's nothing in the film to date it, so I didn't know how old those films were. But I watched that and I saw Luke. She said, see, look, he's old. And I remember seeing him thinking, fucking hell, yeah, he does look the same. He's very old. Now that I'm older, I'm like, motherfucker, he was like 42. 43. He wasn't old at all. I don't know what my mother was smoking because she was like pushing 30 herself. Yeah, I don't know. I was like,
what was the difference with them gold ones? Because I've got this one here, and I don't know what the fuck. There was a gold one that came out after it.
Special editions.
If you look at that one right there, if you look at it, pick it up a minute, hold it up. Okay, that one's not gold. Ours were, so it was better. That's it.
Right. Okay.
The gold ones special editions and pan and scan, and the silver ones were widescreen special editions.
Yeah, and I think your one doesn't have CGI in them,
and that's before it. That's an earlier one. Yeah.
Right. Also, is those videos the ones that will have original Darth Vader at the end as a ghost? It doesn't have Hayden and Christian.
Yeah, both. Yeah, all of them.
All of them. That was even later.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah. Where they had a Darth Vader going, no, and Return of the Jedi. I've got the DVD version of the '97
Yep.
Yes.
Lovely box set.
Yep.
Do you know how much this was when I got it? £5.
Nice.
Oh.
I love the
Yo,
box
those,
art.
those DVDs were fire, man. That DVD box is sick.
Mhm.
Even
The
though
behind the scenes on this is great, amazing. 2.5 hours Empire of Dreams, it's called. It just goes right from like Vietnam up to where it was made and all that. It was so good.
That's
Love it.
awesome.
I don't remember Star Wars being in Vietnam. What the hell?
It's the deleted scene. It's the Ewok. It's the
Oh,
Ewok
right,
side.
okay.
The Ewok side quest.
You just see an Ewok looking for his arm on the beach. He's like trying to find it.
Ewoks jam at the clear credence water in the forest.
Yeah.
what was it? Yeah, Apocalypse Now, but in Star Wars form.
The Ewok
Yeah.
rising out of the water like
Yeah.
pulling in.
Knife in his teeth.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone like Marlon Brando in there, just some big bug guy.
Yesterday, I saw a snail travel across the straight razor.
Whatever it is, his voice is. What was it he said? Like, I watched the snail go across the straight
That's
razor.
so good. That's so
No, it wasn't.
good.
No, it wasn't.
Make it see.
Please do not tell me that I did a good Marlon Brando impression because I don't want to.
I wasn't expecting this. I love to have this
Yeah,
idea
that's
of
good.
his character from that film with a council of Ewoks around him, sending them out on like assassination missions.
In that case, it has to be C-3PO, doesn't it? He's
Yeah.
bald, he's gold, and he was the
Yes.
god. So he was Martin Brando.
With that, guys, I'm gonna jump. But thank you for having me, and I've really enjoyed the chat, and hope to see you on the next one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, good to see you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay in touch, man. Thanks a lot. Take care, man. Legend. Benty saying, okay, I don't know what he's laughing at. Hopefully it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was me. It was
And
me. Bastard.
Sequels. He's one of my viewers. I keep trolling him about how much he loves sequels. But he doesn't like them at all. He doesn't like them at all. But yeah, it's just funny because he reacts to me telling him he loves the sequels. Because I love the scene in The Last Jedi where Rhea has to, where she tunes in, I guess, to the island, and Mark Hamill is scared of their raw power. I love that scene. I love it.
I think it's got some good bits in it. I'm not a fan of that film, but
Yeah,
even I
yeah.
can admit it's got some great shit in it, man. What's that?
Humor's
What's that? Oh, fuck.
too much.
Brian,
So, what did you say, Lee?
Said the humor's too much, and that if they cut that out, that would solve some of the problems quite a bit. Like the
I do
pause
agree.
and phone call to General Hudson, like your mum and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, it's a little bit too modern.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hate it, but it was a little bit too
Yeah.
modern, a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it ruined some of the tension at times, but some of it was
Yeah.
well done. Some of it was.
Yeah.
The thing that hurts the most, I mean, it hurts. It hurts. When I heard about this, I was fucking pissed off. There was an online theory going around that's so much better than the film, like so much better. With The Force Awakens, people were theorizing why Luke was missing. Why did he run off?
Mhm.
And one of the theories was so jiggy, so good. It was that Luke went to that island to look at the sacred Jedi texts to find out why in every generation of Jedi there's one who always goes off the deep end and goes bad and causes corruption. So obviously Darth Vader, and then later on Kylo Ren. That's why he was going there, to study why there's always something going wrong. What's wrong with the Jedi? How come there's always one that just comes along and fucks the whole thing up for people? And apparently even before with Darth Plagueis or whatever, it was implied that was going on. I'm not doing the thumbs up, fuck off. Even before then, Darth Plagueis or whatever, was hinted that he was one of them. So the goal was to fight for that to be the case. That was what loads of people thought the goal was. It was going to be Luke finding that out, and I think that's great. Then you watch the film, oh no, he's just out of the blue turned into a coward. I was like, oh, you fucking dickhead, man. You dickhead.
He's green milk.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, man. The green milk, yeah. I can't stand it. I also hate how
He
they
wipes his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's just a spit.
That's all I can remember from that film.
Mark Hamill said it himself perfectly as well. He said it's stupid that they deleted Luke's reaction to Han Solo being dead.
That is insane. It's 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Exactly. It's a 20-second scene. They
His
delete
best
that,
friend now.
but they make sure to incorporate a scene where he's drinking milk. These motherfuckers are smoking something different, man. They are smoking something different. Like
and they're
whatever
on the
they're
screen
smoking.
together at the same time.
Exactly. These people are insane, man. They need whatever it was they were smoking. That shit needs to be shot up to the moon, mate. Shot up into the moon, because it cannot be on this planet. It is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, just painful, just absolutely painful. Another thing that did bother me about it, it's fair enough. I understand people kind of like the fact that Luke Skywalker was going to kill his nephew, and he said it himself. He was going to do it, but then the feeling was it passed like a fleeting shadow. That's what he said. And I was like, that definitely helps. That definitely does help. Like, he wasn't going to do it. He stopped himself. But I have a theory. I could be wrong about this, but my theory is that the reason why loads of people accept that answer is simply because a lightsaber doesn't exist in our world. It doesn't. If you actually think about the lightsaber, what it is to the characters in Star Wars, that shit is just as real as having a butcher knife or something in our world. Try and imagine someone just has a knife over their nephew and it passed like a fleeting shadow. What the fuck? Like, I think it's like, what the fuck? Whoa, slow down. That's some serious shit right there. That's some dark, evil shit. We can take it for granted because lightsabers don't fucking exist. They just don't. But if you think about what it is in that universe, that's some serious dark shit. That's disgusting. You're getting ready to cut up your nephew with something fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, saying it past like
my sister would have an opinion if I did that to my nephew. You know what I mean? She would, darling. Yeah.
It's all right. It passed like a fleeting shadow. It's okay. Yeah, fucking Christ. Yeah, it's so flawed for me. That film hurt me so much that it put me off Star Wars. I haven't been a fan of it ever since.
I was shocked. I was shocked because I was in the cinema and I was like in it. You know, and you're watching the film, and the throne room scene, Snoke gets killed, they have the fight, it's all like and you're in it, and I was like, oh, Star Wars, and then it was the first time where I saw a Facebook post like, what the fuck, and then I went into work and I said to someone, "Did you see Last Jedi?" And he looked at us like I was to blame for the, and it was the first time because the praise was so universal. Force Awakens and Rogue One kind of is a safe movie which I'd really enjoy, and it was this first time where it was like this big through the middle, and I don't think they can ever bring both sides back. They have they've completely ruined it, I guess. I don't know what they're going to do to bring it back. Starfighter has to make all the money. Mando Grogu won't make all the money.
Starfighter not episode 10, is it?
Well, there's rumours that the kid that Ryan Gosling is ferrying around, that's going to end where he takes him to see Rhea, and that's how it leads in. Right. So it's like a 9.5. Do you know what I mean? But they're like
back a minute, just go into the bathroom dead quick.
No worries.
Go for it.
Like George justified Vader in the prequels, I think Disney are going to have to justify Rhea as a main character. Otherwise, it's a waste of thing.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's set in the future, isn't it? A fair bit. I think I read. Can't remember how much.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like 15 years or so. It's already 8 years since Rise of Skywalker, which is crazy. Yeah. Well, it'll be 8 years next year.
The Mandalorian Grogu isn't getting the greatest reviews, is it? It's getting like 3 out of 5 at most, I think. Well, I think IGN give it a 5, even though sometimes you can't really listen to IGN when it comes to film reviews. But
what have they been doing the past few reviews? Like, they're crazy. They're crazy. They are.
They give Michael a 3, didn't he?
Yeah, they've not. There's honestly years ago they gave an explanation the worst review ever, but
they give the monkey a 9. I thought that was very average. 9 out of 10 they give it.
Is that the one with the Killer Planet of the Apes? That's a really bad description.
No, it's the Stephen King one that came out early last year.
Where monkey with the drums.
Yeah, the monkey with the drums. Yeah,
the toy.
Just killed people at random. And I just thought the average, and they give it like a 9 out of 10. I was like, what? But
give Mando a 5. Mando's got a 5.
Well, I've heard that a lot of people are saying that it just feels like another TV episode, and it's like, well, the reason why you feel that way is because it's a TV show.
Yeah, no, like, it is. My expectations are like, I love Downton Abbey, and their movies are long episodes with a bit more money, and that's what this feels like. It's a bit more money, kind of in the world of, and I think people are wanting every movie to like mean something in terms of canon or whatever. I hate the word canon. I hate it. I just want good movies set in the universe. I don't care about canon or whatever.
I don't give a shit either.
No, I'm saying it's just because I see like people on podcasts. If this person does this and it means that this person, I'm like, oh, like just give us a Michael Myers movie with Darth Vader just going around murdering people.
I hate it when they like say a video game's canon to the films. It's like no. Everyone who watches films, not everyone plays video games. You can't really do that. All right, maybe you can, but it doesn't mean it's a utter importance to the next movie or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Like the whole I understand if like the sequels took people out of the Star Wars fandom, understandably so, and then some of the shows as well. Because I mean, I only watched The Mandalorian of like first 2 seasons, and then I just finished the Book of Boba Fett last night. And I was like, wow, this was actually pretty freaking good. I liked it.
I liked it.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, those last 3 episodes of that show, I was like, damn, this is the kind of Star Wars that I want, especially the whole, what was it, the last episode with the whole shootout and the freaking Rancor coming in. I was like, damn, this is cool. But like, I'm wary on season 3 just because I've heard so much shit about it. But at the same time, I'm very much like, I don't care about people's reviews.
Yeah, make your own mind up.
Yeah,
even though I didn't like it, I still recommend you make your own mind up.
Yeah, well, I've heard literally nobody talk good about season 3, so I'm just kind of like, whatever.
It drops off. It becomes,
it becomes an animated episode. It's like not to diminish animation, because Marl Shadowlord was really good, but the scenes in the last half of the season 3, what are just kind of, you can imagine it in the style of the Clone Wars, just and their fight. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like when I went to go see Obsession on Friday last week, I was sitting in the theater and there's a bunch of people in there. And I liked it, but I was just kind of like, why is everybody saying this is a masterpiece? Like, it felt to me like a massive ripoff of Smile, especially that one scene when it was just focusing on her just smiling. And I'm just, okay, this is genuinely getting annoying. Like, cut from this scene. And then it finally did. But I was just like, I liked it, but I think that people saying it's a masterpiece was like, calm down.
Whoa, boy.
I really liked Obsession, but I agree. It's not like it's not the 5-star movie people are saying. I overhyped it for myself a little bit as well. I just heard too much hype about this film, and I did really like it. But it's like I've seen better horror movies in the last couple of years.
Yes, that's exactly how I felt, because I was just sitting there, and what bummed me out is so many people were like, it was such a movie to see with an audience because of people's reactions, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, the only people that were reacting was the dude to the left of me, and then the freaking chick next to me. She screamed so loud during that car scene. I wanted to punch her in the face. I was like, you didn't see this coming? Like, come on. But
I must admit that I never
You didn't see it coming? Oh, God. I was just sitting there. I'm like, where's it coming? When's it coming? Come on now.
But yeah, my cinema was reacting quite a bit to it, but all audiences are different, I suppose, Andy. So.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Maybe I was just with a bunch of like, just miserable people. I don't know. The guy next to me, though, he was laughing at the same parts that I like, the uncomfortable scenes of like, God, dude, just cringe. You know, you're just. And then like the whole debate of who the villain is, I'm like, how is this a debate? It's him.
Yeah,
like,
what
are you talking about?
No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
It's not really a spoiler. If you watch the trailer, you know.
Yeah,
I
it's quite clear. Yeah,
I haven't seen
yeah
anything.
I had a good audience. People wincing, people laughing. I really enjoyed it, but there's lots of tropes that you can't help but avoid. But I still really enjoyed what they tried to do different with it.
Yes.
Appreciated it.
I thought,
yeah.
Oh no, there's one scene. This isn't a spoiler. There's one scene at a party that I thought was really well done. Like, I thought this has got the most reactions out of my audience, and I thought that was really clever the way he done that one. So
that was my favorite scene of the whole movie. I was just like, this is intense, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, for his first film, I genuinely think it was an awesome first film. It's just I don't know. That's why I'm trying to like to avoid the internet a lot lately, because they just keep killing the vibe of like every movie, whether they love it or they absolutely hate it. I'm just like, can I see it first, please? Just don't hype it to me. Don't tell me it sucks. Like, I just want to go see it.
Yeah, he's been given the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, hasn't he, Cuddy Barker? And I was like, I was quite excited because I thought I did like Obsession and stuff. And then I listened to an interview with him on Dead Meat the other day, and I forgot, like, he's still young and he hasn't seen all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. And I'm just like, okay, has he really got this direction to go in? Because he's like, oh, I'm just making my way through them now. And I got to part 3, and I'm like, I don't know if he is quite the man now to be sure, but I thought he was giving it because he knew, like, he was just a huge fan of it. But I'm not sure. But you know, he is a good director from what I've seen, so hopefully he can do something with it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that he had actually known what all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres were. But granted, if you really look at the whole franchise, it's an absolute mess.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, I enjoy it, but it's just kind of like, Jesus, you can't pick a tone at all. It's like, okay, this one's serious. This one's just off the walls. This one doesn't make any sense.
I don't think there's another horror franchise that's as a timeline mess than that one. Even Halloween, like, I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the most mess of the lot.
Yes, for sure. Which is a bummer because it's such a good character.
Yeah. Real quick, has anyone seen that Leatherface yet? Because I'm still yet to see that prequel.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
All right. Because there was that one out, and there was the weird Netflix.
Yeah, the Netflix
Texas Chainsaw thing.
It didn't happen.
Ass.
I think that Leatherface was all right, to be honest. A lot of people say it's like the worst one. I thought it was okay.
I like him in it, Leatherface, but it's the people in it. I hate them so much. Like, they're the most unlikable characters ever.
I like the way it was like a big road trip movie as well. Like, that felt a bit different.
Fair. Real quick, got some comments real quick. Going back to Star Wars quick. From Betty. I mean, people were also hating on the prequels when they came out, so I think the sequels just need one more generation to appreciate them. Possibly, it is possible. Nostalgic bias, though, doesn't mean that it is actually good. It's just bias. But regardless, you're right. It could happen, and I hope it does. Why would I want people to always be pissed off at something good?
Right.
I hope it does happen. I mean, plenty of people now love Hayden Christensen as Anakin. I'm one of them, and that's only because of what he did in Revenge of the Sith. I cannot stand Attack of the Clones like Ashley. I think it's like fucking diabolical. But unlike Ashley, I happen to love Revenge of the Sith, and I love what he did in it. So when I saw
hate it. For the record.
I know you don't. I know, but I love it, and I know that you don't. Revenge of the Sith, I thought he did a wonderful performance, and that is why I was so happy when I found out that he was coming back de-aged in the Obi-Wan show. I checked it out, and I was a fan of that show. So people eventually learned to love him. I'm not alone. That's why he got paid the big bucks to come back. So who knows? Maybe the same type of thing will happen for Rey and all that. You know, hopefully that happens. Go for it. So yeah, Banter, I agree with you.
Do you know what kind of sucks though? Like, say with him, and then say with even Daisy Ridley, like, people just associate them with these characters that they absolutely hate. And it's a bummer because I remember seeing, what was it, Shattered Glass, I think was the movie that I saw him in.
That was good.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, he can act. Like, he's really good. And then seeing Daisy Ridley in tons of other things since then, and they're always like, they're not big films. I'm just going, she's not a bad actress. Like, what are we talking about here? Just because you hate the character or hate the way they portrayed it doesn't mean this person sucks. Just saying.
I agree. I actually do agree. And for the record, I did before Last Jedi. I loved Rey before Last Jedi. I thought she was great in the first one. I just didn't like what they did with her after, but whatever. Later on, I actually would like to talk about that again at some point, but now's not the time. We've got comments to get through. Give me a sec. 100% agreed. I'm sorry that I'm late to this. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're referring to, Benty. I'm sorry. I was away for too long. So whatever.
It was Luke. When you were saying about the
knife. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You think Ryan Gosling is going to save the Star Wars franchise? Well, no, I don't think it can be saved. It's just a matter of opinion, right? I don't think one thing's going to ever happen to unite people, which I'm okay with. You don't have to all like it. Just for the love of God, stop being toxic. Fucking idiots. I cannot believe like the amount that Asian woman in the second film, how much racism she got, and then the black villain in the Obi-Wan show got so much hatred, and then all the actors had to make a short video saying, "We side with her, don't be racist." Like, why do you? They do have to do it though. It's not their fault. They had to, and that's because of you dumbass toxic fans. Just shut up and enjoy the show, you twat. Yeah, so just stop being toxic. Is that simple? So no one's going to save it, and that's fine. But just don't be a toxic dumbass. It's fiction, guys. Get some vitamin D. Get some sunlight. Feed some ducks. You fucking idiot.
Touch some grass.
Touch some grass. I know that's ironic coming from me, because I'm a big, massive, sexy, bold guy surrounded by Funko Pops. I get it. And an even sexier mug that says the doll on it. Okay, but no, seriously, get some fucking sun. You guys need to calm down, imbeciles. Anyway, Jason Barr, my absolute guy. God bless him. Yeah, evening all. If we are talking horror, I watched the original Children of the Corn for the first time. Yeah, a bit cheesy, not bad. Scary opening, but otherwise up there with the most unintentional horror.
Yes.
Fair play. Look, I watched it simply because Linda Hamilton's in it, and considering that Sarah Connor might be my most favorite character in history, I had to check it out. Yeah, cheesy as hell. Book's definitely better, but the book is still not the best Stephen King thing ever. But yeah, it's mental. I know exactly what you mean. Jason Barr said the Obi-Wan show. I also liked. Yeah, man, didn't get the hate either. And the final saber duel was incredible. Incredible is not a strong enough word. It might be the best lightsaber battle I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it was astonishing. Absolutely incredible. And I also did not. I actually really did like the villain as well. The villain, even though obviously she signified how dumb the Star Wars fandom is. Oh, it's a woman and she's black. There must be some type of woke message. No, I didn't see any of that. I thought the character was just brilliant. Dude, woke stuff happens all the bloody time. Okay, it does, and it can be annoying, right? It can take me out of certain things, but I don't love Sinners as much as everyone else does because that motherfucker was woke as shit. Still a fan of it though. I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan. I like it a lot. It was one of my favorite films of the year, but that film was woke as fuck, and it was fucking obnoxious for me at times. But I did not see that in Star Wars in the Obi-Wan show. I have no idea what everyone was on about. I saw no wokeness with it being a black woman and a villain or whatever. I saw none of it. I thought it was just fucking well done, well written, well acted, really well written, great twists and turns. Yeah, badass stuff, man. I think that show's underrated. Badass shit, man.
I love that fight at the end. And I sob. If I had enough time between watching it, I sob at when he said to Anakin sorry. The first time he said sorry to Anakin, it broke us.
Oh, no big spoilers though, because I know some people here yet to watch it.
Okay, sorry.
It's all good.
But there was a nice shot with lighting at the end. Should have been the point I'm talking about. But
and the voice.
Yeah, just
Good.
Really good, really good.
One
The only
thing
thing
I'll
I
say.
didn't like.
Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry. The only thing I didn't like with Obi-Wan is like how they changed the. Well, it's a bit of continuity error with like a certain other character, younger character being introduced that wouldn't have known him, and it kind of concentrated on them more than him, and that's the biggest thing that annoyed me with it.
Yeah, same. That was my biggest problem with it too. We're in the same boat there. What I'll say real quick about. By the way, just real quick, actually, Lee, it's actually refreshing hearing someone else say that other than me. So thank you. But yeah, there is an edit out there, a fan edit of the Obi-Wan show. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard a lot about it. People have explained it like crazy. Sounds bloody awesome. They need to release that on physical media because I think because how long is the show? It's like 6 episodes long, right?
6 episodes, yeah. They could have cut that character out and just made it about him and made it like 90 minutes or something, and have an awesome lightsaber fight in it.
Exactly. There were some there's too much filler in there. Well, the fan edit removes loads of the filler. A good example is that there's a scene where young Princess Leia as a child gets chased by bad guys. And it's
that's silly though, isn't it?
It's drawn out. Exactly. It's drawn out, it's silly. There's no need for it. We know she's not gonna die because we've seen the original films. This is silly. Just don't drag it out. And they did. Well, the fan edit comes along and just removes it. Just shows her getting captured, and that's it. It removes the chase. Things like that build up. I've heard about it, haven't seen it yet. Just sounds incredible. They reduced 6 episodes to being just under a 2-hour-long movie. That's how much filler they put in there. So they cut out all the filler. This edit. It's meant to be a big improvement. So I
see that.
Yeah, I want to watch that. That's the one I want to watch. So
they should have made a separate show with her, and then just made maybe a film with him, and it would have just didn't try and do too much. But
maybe still badass.
I'm gonna have to shoot, mate. All right.
Of course, man. I understand. Thanks for being here for so long.
Thanks for having me on, man.
No worries. Well, thanks for coming. I know that you're busy a lot, man, being a parent. So thank you.
No worries, man. Yeah. Cheers. See you later.
See you.
Bye.
That fuck, he's gone. Okay, right. Let's I'm joking. Well, people from Jasmine Extra. Okay, people like to grab at straws to find things offensive, which ruins shows and that. Yeah, it happens. You're right. It's unfortunate, but people aren't really the brightest. I know it happens. I understand completely. Look, we've all gone through the waves of stupidity. I get it. Here's what it is. Any of you guys watch Dr. House? Oh, you mean House MD, right? If you do mean that, then yeah, absolutely. It's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in my life. What Hugh Laurie did. It's genius. Problem is way too long. I think the first 3.5 seasons are a bit disposable. I don't think they're necessary. But after then, astonishing. Have you guys seen House MD? Anyone else?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it properly, but I've seen lots of clips, and it's one of those shows that's just sat there forever to get to. I've got shows going back to like The Shield, ridiculously. I've still not watched.
Same. I'm yet to see it too.
Yeah.
Actually, have you seen The House yet? There.
Some, not all of it, but I know what it is and stuff.
Did you like it then?
Oh yeah, it was enjoyable when I was watching it. I don't know what it is about like last like 5 years or so. I just have gotten out of TV shows type deal. I don't know what it is.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. There's a lot. There's so much to consume. House was a great show. Damn straight it was. I don't usually do med shows, but House was so good that it was. I think the 7th season was so fucking good, and after that, it did go downhill a bit. That last season wasn't the greatest, but it's not bad. It's not
7
bad.
Series.
There's 8 of them, and I think
my brother loved it. My brother loved it. He did 20.
Too long. Too long, in my opinion. Too long.
Yeah, was he? Do you need to watch the whole thing?
I wouldn't even recommend it. You can if you want, but I actually didn't when I first saw it. My girlfriend at the time had it on, introduced me to it because she was watching it mid-flow. I was totally gripped from all almost at season 4, and I missed out on nothing. And it's true. It's not like little seeds are planted that you need to know about in order to enjoy later on. No, so many of the episodes are just one-offs, like just temporary stories that add up to nothing. And it's such a shame. I think it's really, really dragged out. I finally saw every episode last year. Finally watched it all the way through, and it was too much. Even though I knew what was coming, and I knew that what was coming improves. It's too much, way too long in my opinion. Big shame, but still an astonishing show in many ways. I mean, not a big spoiler, but the scene where House, you guys will know what I'm on about if you've seen the show. The scene where House does surgery on his own leg. Holy shit. That was just insane. Stubborn motherfucker refuses to trust somebody else to do surgery on his legs, so he does it himself in his own bathroom. sterilizes the entire thing with bleach, then sits down and just injects himself with numbing agent and just starts cutting his leg open to remove tumors. And he's just there screaming as he's ripping shit out of his leg. I was like, no. This is horrifying, man. Yeah, beautiful though in many ways. Some of the best forms of like entertainment I've ever consumed, just held back by its length in my opinion, but astonishing stuff. Astonishing in many ways.
Were they 24 episode season?
Episodes per season.
Yeah.
That's why it's so long. Yeah. I recently watched a great Aussie show called Mr. In Between. Haven't seen it. Heard great things. Anyone here seen it?
No, I'm gonna watch.
I've seen pictures, but I don't know it.
Kyle's recommended it was Itchy. Okay. He's called Kyle. Doxed. There's a show called The Pit. I've heard really good things about, and that seems more digestible. It's like 10 episodes a season. I've like Ashley said as well about TV. Like The Boys is finished, done. I've got the Game of Thrones stuff, Star Wars, For All Mankind. I'm kind of just trying to watch this. I was part of a movie podcast Discord in the news TV channel, all upcoming TV and movies. I was like, there's no way there's not a chance on this planet I'm going to see all this. Like, it's just so much content. My friends kindly let us use his HBO Max thing. And I'm like, even on that, there's so much. And I'm just like, I'd just rather watch. I think there's one of you who watches movies and not TV. I think it's someone in your circle.
I don't watch TV.
Maybe you then, yeah. But I understand why, because like if you invest in house, that's it. You've got 150 hours of TV. You know what I mean? Like I've watched the Boardwalk Empire, such a nice tight little TV show, done. But there's these shows that just go on and on. Like I just opted out of the CW DC shows. It was like 4 or 5 hours a week, and you're watching like 20 episodes a season, like for 20 weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. And you're just like, this is too much. You do stop caring. It just drags out to the point where you're like, there's no value in it. Like Breaking Bad, it's 5 seasons done. Do you know what I mean?
It's different because that show is the best show ever. That's it.
Yeah. When I see people saying it's not, I'm like, can you? Just like shows like Chernobyl, when it's like 5 episodes, one and done miniseries, amazingly acted, just easy to watch.
That's a real good horror film, really, isn't it?
And then there's a Netflix version of Firefighter One, really good companion to it. There's a Netflix.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's called Chernobyl 1986, and it's about the firefighters during the thing. It's really good, like companion piece to the HBO one.
Jasmine actually said House is extremely stubborn. No doubt. That was insane, the shit. She also says little Manuel Miranda was in the episodes when House went to the mental hospital. Yeah, and those were some of the best episodes ever in that whole show, in my opinion. Also, if you're a fan of House MD, you'll know about the Locked In episode. A character, bless his heart, has a terrible accident and ends up with locked-in syndrome. The only part of his body that works are his eyes. He can't speak, can't move anything. He's just completely trapped. and we see the first half of the episode 100% from his perspective, and House is the only one there helping him. Everyone thinks he's brain dead and like wanting to do surgery on him. Oh, he's okay. He's not. He's brain dead. He's not even in there. And then House is like, "Are you insane? Look, look, he's alive." And saves his life and starts leaning into the camera. But I also know about locked-in syndrome. Blink twice, and then he blinks twice. It's such a scary episode, but at the same, like seeing it from the perspective of a patient, scary as hell. At the same time, though, it's beautiful stuff. It's scary, brilliantly acted. Brilliant. So hell yeah, that might be my favorite House episode. There's many of them, but that's great. Chernobyl was so grim to watch. I haven't probably seen it yet, but yeah, from what I saw, it was horrible. I only saw the first episode. I just had a headache, so I wasn't fully invested. But what I saw of it was grim. They're just there in the meeting room having a conversation, talking. Out of the blue, motherfuckers start vomiting because they've got radiation poisoning. I also I saw the scene as well where they're all completely naked in the coal mines, which apparently happened in real life. I was like, Jesus Christ, like it was that hot that none of you cared and just got bollock naked. Fucking hell. That was insane.
And the I've watched the show 3 times, which is an insight into my brain. But like the leader of the miners, he's in the Batman as the cop. It was in
Thank you.
Trevor.
Say it. Oh my God. Okay, look. No one else is allowed to speak. No one else. You speak. Speak. Alex Ferns. Please kiss his ass. Oh.
He's in Batman, and I love seeing him Batman. And then he was in Chernobyl. He's a really good actor, and he's seeing him go from like the BBC soap to like HBO level and Warner Brothers level. You're like, oh, he does belong in those films. He does belong in them projects.
Yeah, he's
in EastEnders as their abusive husband, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that's
got smacked on the head with the iron.
That's right. Yeah, I actually wouldn't know, obviously, because EastEnders didn't come on in America. But yeah, he was a wonderful, terrifying actor.
Nice.
A horrible woman beater, disgusting, but he was so gripping for years. I remember watching that episode, the Halloween fire, the day after my 11th birthday. It was insane. Loved it, and seeing him in the Batman. Ashley might remember he was the first Riddler victim that we see. He gets kidnapped. His head's in a cage. He has a rat. His head's in a rat cage. And that was the scene where Riddler points the camera. Riddler points the camera at himself, and he's like, "Goodbye."
Yeah.
Doing all that. It's amazing. Seeing him there with his accent. He had a Brooklyn accent, I believe. It's just awesome. He's such a talented actor, Alex Ferns, and it's such a breath of fresh air seeing someone else.
He's in Andor as well. I forgot he's in Andor.
Haven't seen that.
Yeah, he's in Andor as one of the security. He's in the blue uniform. He leads the little squad of security bureau people.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. I know. Oh yeah, I did see him in this brilliant little one-off season show called The Devil's Hour, I believe. And even though it's not an action, it should be for free on Amazon Prime. Even though it's not an action show, it's not. Alex Ferns gets an action scene in it, which is done entirely in one take. And he's a police officer, and he just takes on a load of drug dealers inside the house in one shot, and it was fucking gripping. Great scene.
Is it a horror show?
It is a horror show, but it's like almost like time travel-y. Seems to be like a serial killer who knows what's going to happen when it happens, and blah blah blah. It's mental, but very clever. But I would recommend it. It's only 1 season long, and it's for free on Amazon Prime. Check it out. Back to Star Wars, though. Look, there's a subject involving Rey that I'd like to talk about. Mainly, I'd like to ask Ashley about this. Obviously, Ashley, if you didn't... Oh wait, someone doesn't want you talking. Yeah, look. If you don't feel comfortable talking about this because it's just more of this crap, more of this political bullshit, then that's absolutely fine. We just won't talk about it. I'll skip past it. But simply put, you're the only female here. Well, it's debatable, Lee's here, but
thank you.
Yeah, you're the only female here, so I'm wondering how you felt about all of that bullshit going on with them saying that Star Wars was becoming too pro-feminine with Rey, and all this crap saying like how it's getting too woke, taking everything over. Like me, I didn't mind any of that. I thought that was a ridiculous complaint. But at first, at first I thought that was a ridiculous complaint. Yes, look at that beauty. Yeah, I thought real quick. I'll just throw this out dead quick. I thought it was fine that Rey knew how to use a lightsaber in the Force Awakens, simply because she grew up fighting on a desert planet. She grew up fighting. She didn't just learn how to do it automatically. She grew up fighting with sticks and shit growing up.
Yeah.
So I didn't think that was far-fetched. So I didn't see any pro Mary Sue crap going on.
Yeah.
But with The Last Jedi on, I did start to see it. I did start to see that.
Where did you see it at? Like,
I mainly saw it with the simple fact that the men started becoming pussies.
yes.
And the women were then taking over. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. Hence why I'm a fan of Prey and stuff like that. I'm okay with women taking over and shit.
I'm not.
I was okay with it, and bear in mind, my favorite character of all time might be Sarah Connor. I'm okay when a woman becomes a badass. I'm not fucking with Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. She'll kill me.
No. Or Ripley.
Yeah, or Ripley. Yeah. So like, it can work. It can work. But sometimes it does take over. And I'm wondering how you feel about it. Like, is it annoying when people fight against you being represented? Does that bother you?
No, I don't find it that way. It's more of, I want a realistic portrayal. And when you're making these women beat the shit out of men, like it's just another Sunday or something, I'm just kind of like, sweetie, no. Like, most women cannot take a man on. I hate to break it to you, but you just can't.
I don't know.
But,
If I saw you fighting Lee, I think you'd stand a good chance.
Oh, thank you.
Get out of here.
You just want to start your own fight club, don't you?
Oh, shit.
What made you think that I wanted to see Ashley in the basement topless? What are you trying to
No,
say?
get out of here.
Go on.
With Rey, though, like, my thing with her character is that I kind of don't see the whole Mary Sue thing, because if you rewatch the original Star Wars movies, it's not like Luke wasn't just thrown into it as well. So I'm always like, I've rewatched all of them, obviously, numerous times. Oh my God, stop, dude. And Jesus, I don't even know what he's boofing at anyways, but stop. And my thing though is just like, he kind of just immediately had shit too. As soon as they were just like, oh, hey, you got this in you. And it's just like, okay, I felt like when I was watching the films that like she progressed in the same way that he did. So I'm like, I don't understand where that's coming from. But the whole, dude suddenly just becoming the absolute like pussies of the movie. Yes, I did see that. And it's just, when people talk about female representation in films like that, I'm just kind of like, but I see it as more like, say, like Sarah Connor, Ripley, or even freaking Alice and Resident Evil, and then Selene in Underworld. They all make logical sense. And then when Rey finally realizes that she has powers, it makes sense to a degree, because I'm like, the whole thing with Finn pissed me off, because I was just kind of like, why is he holding a lightsaber? Like, you be gone. Like, you just go be the side character. Shut up. Just like Poe. The things that pissed me off about the sequel series is very different than what everybody else is upset about. Because I'm just like, their whole trio dynamic was not like Han, Leia, and Luke. Like, when they hug each other at the end of, was it Rise of Skywalker? I was just like, what is that? Stop.
They don't like each other. They fight all the time. They don't like each other.
Well, no, they don't. Like, her and Poe don't even really know each other. They spent like 5 minutes of screen time together, and you expect me that they like to believe they have this bond like Luke, Leia, and Han did? Like, get the fuck out of here. But it was always just like, when this whole Mary Sue thing came about, I was just, again, I wasn't part of the internet all that much because I don't know, I had a life and I had a job that consumed me. So I would just go see a movie and I'm like, hell yeah, that movie was awesome. And then when I started joining the internet and like people's chats about things, I'm just like, sometimes I think y'all take this shit too seriously. It's just a movie. Like, damn.
The thing I found is, as well as I think people, they've made, maybe they lack a sense of self-identity, so they'll make Luke their identity. So if Luke fails, then for some reason they fail, and if there's a strong female character replacing a character, I think there's a lot more going on, and I think that, like you say, it's them, their own projection of what's going on. But in Force Awakens, I agree that she knew how to use a staff. It's really cool.
Yes.
She's a survivor. That's why she's making food in a little magical pot, Fifth Element style. And then so she knows she has this power, and Maz Kanata says it's in you. And then I like how her instinct puts together what Maz means and what Kylo's doing is the similar thing, and like how she uses the mind trick, like in the moment kind of thing. And then at the end, when Kylo Ren says, "I'll teach you the ways of the Force," and that's when it clicks that the Force is this thing she knows in legend, and it's this thing she's gotten. It comes together like that, and I think that's a cool progression. But yeah, I think having her be strong but diminishing male characters is not a way to represent someone who's strong. A strong character has to meet a strong character. You can't make someone weak and go, oh, look at how badass they are. Like for me, if someone was gay in a movie, I'd want the gay character to meet a strong Han Solo. I would want Han Solo to be diminished to make this gay character look better. It's just not. It's just the value would go completely. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the Snoke had a rainbow cape. I'd be like, yes, but like, he was clicking his finger with his onyx ring and stuff.
That was
awesome. When he liked them, Kylo, and he went like clicked his fingers and said, "Is that?" You know what I mean? But I know what Ashley means. The way the female and the male went was kind of it just needed to make Poe this. A military man wouldn't have that. He wouldn't just be kind of kowtowed and put into a corner. He would be like, what you're talking about. He would do his own thing. He would go off and try and solve the problem. Do you know what I mean? And,
that's gonna live rent free in my head for years. By the way,
that was amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I like it. We got a homosexual man being a stereotypical homosexual.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
He's making real thought. He just goes. Oh.
Well, first of all, even though it's not a big deal to you, Ashley, thank you for sharing that. Simply because I don't have women on air usually saying things like that. And obviously, if it was a subject you were sick of, I'd be more than happy to skip past it and move on to something less serious. So all good, but thank you anyway for sharing that. I do partly disagree with the comparison to Luke, because obviously Luke was a lucky motherfucker in many ways, but he's still, in my opinion, still had a lot more shit to deal with, like especially injuries as well. Motherfucker gets fucked up relentlessly in those films, particularly the second one, scratched up, gets his hand cut off, and all that shit. Learns that his that his father is Darth Vader, all that mental shit, crazy. Whereas Rey never got hurt. The motherfucker seemed to always.
That's what's missing.
Yeah.
Well,
not that I'm struggling.
Yeah, not that I'm disagreeing with anything that you're saying. The thing that cracks me up though is like, say like with her, how she's presented almost in the way that like Anakin was and Luke was, in the sense of like she was just thrown to just survive by herself type deal and deal with things. And see, at least like Anakin had his mom and things like that, and then Luke was raised by these people. And if you really look at it, she wasn't raised by shit. She was just raised by, so her knowing survival skills and then saying like, oh, she has it in her. It's just like, I feel like they didn't get the story across as well as the other ones. Because if you look at somebody who was just thrown to just be like, yeah, fuck you, kid, basically, you're raised by these scumbags that she has to like scavenge to get food. And it's just like, this girl would know how to survive more than most people. And I think that that's where they kind of failed at telling her story, because they didn't give you a better setup like they did with Luke and Anakin and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There is another side to that, though. In the sense, there's not just simply the fact that, hey, she's overpowered or whatever. It's the fact that she's remarkably lucky.
Yes.
And it's mainly, to be fair, that's mainly in the third one, Rise of Skywalker. I think that might be the biggest failure of the whole thing for me. Look, I'm saying it now. I'm not an established writer. I'm not, so I'm not gonna start shoving my thoughts down everyone's throats as if my opinion matters more than everyone else. But what I'm simply saying is that me as a writer, there is something that I have studied a lot, and it's the over-reliance on convenience and coincidence. It is a sign. It breaks the fourth wall. It's a sign that the writer did not have a plan. It means that they're over-relying on luck. Look, characters are allowed to be lucky. It's fine. When Arnold Schwarzenegger got accidentally covered in mud and the Predator couldn't see him, that's lucky as fuck.
Yes.
But for the most part, he made his own luck. So that's just one little thing. He didn't over-rely on coincidence and luck. That was one thing, not a big deal. Was it Ant-Man when he was trapped in the other realm? How did he get out? A rat touched the button in Endgame. That's lucky, but at least it's one thing. Usually he's lucky. Usually he's not lucky. Usually he has to make his own luck. You can have coincidence and good luck, but when you over rely on it, you have fucked it up completely as a writer.
Yes.
Rise of Skywalker is insane how lucky he is. Just like how lucky you are to have a beautiful beagle like that.
Yes.
It was insane how lucky they were. They sank through the sand at the specific right place to find that specific item that they didn't even know they were looking for. Oh, look, the ship in the middle of the desert it's just been there for decades and no one's touched it or fucked with it. Oh, look, I'm lucky that this happened. Oh, look, they look at, she holds that knife up to the fucking Death Star that's been crashed.
That was too much.
Exactly. She stood there at the right spot at the right time to perfectly align with it. It's like, it's just horrible, man. Not to mention the fact she grew up on a fucking planet full of sand and somehow knew how to steer a boat and all this shit. Okay, a nitpick, but still, at the end of the day, it built up and built up.
Was it the same writer?
No idea. I just know they backed themselves into a corner. That's what I know. They did.
So the light speed skipping is another horrible convenience. The writer of episode 7 was Lawrence Kasdan, which is why it was like an 80s movie, because he did a lot of those. And then episode 8 was Rian Johnson. Episode 9, and there's an amazing clip of Red Letter Media when they say that it's Chris Terrio who wrote Dawn of Justice, Zack Snyder. Martha, say that name. Another crazy plot convenience. So when you compare Dawn of Justice, Batman, Superman, to Rise of Skywalker, you see the lack of understanding. You see, I'm going to rely on plot convenience. I'm going to rely on spectacle. And audience now, they are kind of too smart to. They're not as in the cinema when Kylo and Rey turned towards Palpatine with the two lightsabers. I did kind of I rolled my eyes, and I was like, I don't want to roll my eyes to Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? The shots I like when they're walking up the hill towards Death Star. There's a cool zoom in shot that looks like an old movie, but you have to really kind of I like that. The Wookiee death, the Chewbacca death fake out's not very good, and the using two lightsabers of Luke and Leia like there's some mythical powerful source to kill Palpatine doesn't really work. Like I needed have the Force Ghosts appear, like have some like Harry Potter style epic Lord of the Rings, like just have Palpatine summon some old Sith Lords to fight the Jedi that are getting resummoned again. Just something mad and out there and like in a video game, like or call upon the spirits of whatever. Just I don't know. It's just it's such a mess.
Yeah.
Like it is a mess, and but it visually, obviously the visual effects in it are amazing. But
Yes.
and there's cool ideas of the Kylo Ren getting the Sith whatever it's called Wayfinder, which is a plot convenience. What the hell?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I definitely think that they're not perfect by any means. That's not. I think the reason why I like them is because I'm more entertained with those than say like the prequels type deal. And I don't like I see all the plot holes. Like I see those and just like kind of like how did that happen? How did this happen? But it's kind of like I think in the like maybe I just think too much of in my own head about things that I'm just like, oh, okay, well, if this were to happen, blah, blah, blah. Like it's like I'm making like a plot point in my head that they didn't put onto screen. So it will make more sense. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like I mean, that's how I kind of felt with Game of Thrones because the way they wrapped that shit up, I was just like, what? Like, where the hell did you go with that? Like, okay, whatever. And then it's kind of like when I rewatched Game of Thrones, like fully, I was just like, okay, I see where this is and where that is, but like again, they wrapped it up too soon. And I feel like this was that way too. And you needed to like, to me, the reason why Lord of the Rings works so well and say the Harry Potter movies work so well is because it's like they found, especially with Harry Potter, they found the person, the director, and then they found basically the writers and everything, and they just kept it. And then Lord of the Rings is just Peter Jackson. Do you know what I mean? That's why that shit works so well. And you're not reaching into this cookie jar and this one and this one. It's like, well, I have this idea for Star Wars. And it's just like, yep, stop. Just let one person do a trilogy, write the whole trilogy.
Yes.
And I can guarantee you it'll probably be the best Star Wars that you'll get.
There's no through line with the sequel trilogy. There's just all over the place.
Yes,
they did admit they fully admitted that we already knew it, but they fully admitted it. They didn't have a plan. They started it.
No.
Insane.
And you know what's crazy is that the horrible line somehow Palpatine returns. Poor Dameron. Oscar Isaac recently admitted that it was a reshoot. That's like, oh, we need to fill in some gaps. Oh, we'll have a line what says, and then having the Emperor's message being Fortnite, like when that message what sounds garbled, the actual message that you're meant to hear is in Fortnite, the game as an event. So if you don't play the game Fortnite, you're not going to read the Emperor's full message. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's not. It's in the game. There's some like event to do with Star Wars in Fortnite, and then the Emperor's message is heard over the game.
They shouldn't have brought him back. I know
rehab Disney. Rehab.
Do?
I know the extended universe. I've never really delved into it, but I know there was a case of the Emperor coming back in clone form like multiple times. Vaguely, I don't know the deep details. But
I think that's the novelization of Rise of Skywalker. The novelization of Rise of Skywalker states that he was a clone in that film.
Yeah. But previous books, like there's a whole history of it. He comes back multiple times, but I don't like older stuff.
Silly.
They were gonna it's something like when he falls down the pit of the Death Star, he has time to transfer his essence into a husk of a vessel that he's already prepared for himself next to goal, and that's what there was hints of it in like Mando and stuff, and like like you heard this Emperor's theme for 1 second in this episode or whatever. And then that's so Bentley who's in the chat, I've put on me stream the clip of when Kylo goes down to see Palpatine. Goes down to see him, and Palpatine goes, "I've died before," and then he does his little fingers and raises the ships. You see the floating tubey Snorks in the tube. You see the little little multiple Snorks. I'm like, like because when he says I made Snork, and literally like
I made Snork.
It's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But again, it's just this weird like empty calories popcorn. Okay, then the bad like evil wizard. Ian McDane was great, obviously, but he's the Emperor. Like when he gets his little foot, when he goes from. I like how he changes when it's such a weird detail, but when he goes from the guy hanging to when he gets made into the thing, he gets like a new outfit and he gets a little Darth Sidious cravat under his robe. Like I love it. Like he's going to dinner for his lobster and stuff and his wine. And you can tell the actor's just loving it, you know what I mean? So you get his dubstep like but like what a weird film. Like it's a weird Frankenstein monster of a movie. The Knights of Ren, wasted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasted.
More of that. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was fucking them until I looked it up after. I was like, what the fuck? You mean all they did was just follow motherfuckers? Are you serious?
Yeah, there was a fake leak that Luke was fighting them on the island in episode 8. And I was like, we're gonna see like John Wick Luke. Like I know. We're gonna see. There was this weird rumor that the Knights of Ren and Kylo go and fight Luke. And can you imagine if he was fighting them in that Jedi chamber? And
That'd been awesome.
Like Luke going like, I don't know what an example would be.
All right, you've done absolutely nothing wrong, but you still got to go. You're hurting me. I've had enough. He's done nothing wrong, but he's still hurting me.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man, that's just awful. Real quick, I got some comments here. Jason, but I think people didn't like that the new sequel trilogy had a female, black male, and Hispanic male as the new leads, as it was different. Rey was a badass character. She was just written badly, though. I totally agree. Absolutely. Justice for Finn, though. Yes, his character had a good potential arc.
He was sidelined.
Made a hodgepodge character. Yeah, awful. That was totally original. We have never seen that in Star Wars before, ever. And what the fuck did they do? Look, man, I'm an avid animal fan. Although I don't judge you meat eaters, I don't even eat meat. I love all animals, okay? And yet, using him just to give a fucking pro-animal message in the second one in Last Jedi, terrible. Even me, someone who is addicted to animals, even I was like, yeah, that's some dumb shit. I agree with the message, but you've gone about that like a moron. They fucked him right up, man. What
he runs around like a puppy calling her name the whole time, so that's
hey, don't say that, man. You've got Oslo there right next to Ashley. He'll get pissed off. Right, I'm assuming that this isn't a toxic one because I know you've interacted with him a lot, Ashley.
Corey, get out of here.
Yeah, cool. Look, I actually wouldn't have got it up because I read it as hold up, is he being a dick? But then I realized it's someone who you've hung out with, so
no.
No, I know you've been on this show a lot, so yeah, thanks for stopping by, my friend. That's wicked. Yeah, one thing about this whole subject that I will never get over is how this whole subject, how it happened with Terminator, with that Dark Fate film. Is anyone here a fan of Dark Fate?
I like it.
Listen, I don't mind it, but there is one line delivery especially that made me, I think, laugh harder than any comedy film ever did.
She's gonna say it. Go on, say it.
Well, wasn't it? I can't remember the exact line, but it's basically like when what's her face, the tall chick, is threatening Sarah Connor. Is like, I will fuck you up or something.
Oh, okay, no.
You're threatening an old lady. Quit it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, because as I said, being in your 60s isn't old. You're wrong, Ashley. Get out.
No.
I'm sorry, but I could take a lady on in her 60s. But like, I just couldn't. I was just like, that was that line delivery, and that girl isn't that bad of an actress. And I was just kind of like, God, that was bad.
Not a good fit.
No.
No.
Why did I do the start stuff? You know, the Terminator was good. I liked what they did to the Terminator. The start. Why did I do that? There's always Sarah Connor's story. You didn't need to supplant it with another female character, and you just kind of trashed it. But there's bits I like. I like it more than some of the other ones. But
Yeah, same.
I only like it more than Genesis. I prefer Salvation and Terminator 3 that shit anyway.
Genesis, yeah, that's the worst one. Genesis.
Yeah,
I like
Salvation.
Salvation.
Underrated. Yeah. Salvation's great. Michael Ironside.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way it's the I can't even describe it. Just like the gunfire is like punctuated. The action's like punctuated. It's really aggressive. Do you know what I mean? Like, but Genesis, what a weird film that is. What a weird movie that is.
That was the one with Emilia Clarke, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that was an interesting one.
I mean, her Game of Thrones alumni was a better circle than she was in the series.
I was named after Carl Reese. Badass. Fucking
Awesome.
badass, dude. Yeah, Carl Reese might be my second favorite character of all time, so hell yeah. Pretty much. Real quick, I want to know, Luke, how come you're a fan of Darth Vader? That's cool. I'm glad.
I think it's just the. I mean, obviously, you've got the shock value in the beginning with John Connor, but I think it's just the pace of it. It just doesn't let up, and I just think they knew that they just kind of had to just keep it entertaining. You have the redemption, I guess, of the T8, whatever he's called, 800. Is that 800?
T800.
Yeah. And again, I just like the action in it.
That was good.
But it's so strange that they get these franchises and they just kind of go, well, it wouldn't it be cool if, and then you have the people like James Cameron for Genesis and then Dark Fate is like, oh, I started to see things I recognize. That's what that clip he did on the promotion. But I think it was just it's just a fun movie. I do take it a lot less serious. There's that video of Stan Lee going, this character wins in this thing because the writer who was writing it decided, and he just to basically say to the people who are fans, just like, calm down. It's not like it's just another story set in the world. I think we just need that. Like, there's so many, like, I don't have the issues, but what's his name? Who did Don't Breathe? He did Ian Romulus. I like that Ian Romulus. Fede Alvarez. Yeah. Like, it's a shame we're not going to get Neil Blomkamp. His idea for Alien was great.
Yeah,
seeing like
that looked good.
I don't understand why these people don't get like the alternate episode 9, Colin Trevorrow just seemed better. Like, I don't understand what the studio is. I don't know what this flex is. Like, well, I'm not gonna. It's like they're sitting there going, nope. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? It's like to see what the fans want and going, nope. Not the fans are entitled, but it's just what is the story and what is the stories they want to tell. I think it's this weird collision of egos. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is just completely ego.
Exactly, Timondo.
You know what I mean?
I disagree with you strongly. I disagree strongly with many points about what you're saying about Dark Fate.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I still get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I did not think the action was well done. It just felt too safe, too typical.
Yeah.
Most of it was bad CGI, and the stuff that was real had a fake filter on it. It just didn't feel real or intense. It was also too clean, too perfect. And me being Mr. Grounded, I was much more entertained with simply seeing a T800 and a T1000 just pushing each other in a hallway. That was gripping. But now
you need a back to basics Terminator, like Terminator 1, like a back to basics horror movie.
Mm-hmm. And why the hell do we have to have all these perfect flips and perfect precision and blah blah blah? It just bored me. Not a fan of it. However, so it hurt me so much, man, Dark Fate, because there was so much great potential greatness in there. People saying it was woke and blah blah blah, which I do agree with. But in the first half of it, I actually didn't mind. I thought it was brilliant. I'm not kidding. I started out loving Dark Fate because I felt it felt intense to me. I didn't like having John Connor dead, but sod it, let's just go with this. I'm seeing a new version. I'm seeing something completely new that I haven't seen in Terminator before. What happens if the Terminator beats the mission, kills the target? What happens? I'm seeing that. It's interesting. I'm seeing Sarah Connor going through trauma. It's interesting. I really loved Mackenzie Davis. I know people take it as a message that she looked like a masculine person with short hair and big muscles and really tall. Fine, maybe there is something going on there, but I still loved it. I thought it was a very interesting character. The problem was that aside from the fact the action was ass, in my opinion, I hated it. The story, all the wokeness, it just went way too far and just sacrificed all the story for me. Because look, pretty much I don't care what anyone says. Terminator does not belong to Arnold Schwarzenegger. It belongs to Linda Hamilton, man. Sarah Connor is just an astonishing character. Astonishing.
It's her story.
Exactly. Even when she gets physically strong and becomes a bit more masculine in the second one, she still never once abandoned her femininity. Never. She was still a mother. She was still a mother, right? But now it seems like in this one, it felt to me at least like all like maternal instinct or motherhood was just robbed. It was all gone, and it was like women need to act more like men. That's what message I got from it. Now the savior of the planet just has to be a fucking woman. There's an actual statement from Sarah Connor saying, "You do not go." What was it from Mackenzie Davis? You don't give birth to the man who saves the world. You save the world. So, I get it. Not a man has to. You go, girl. You go, girl. I knew they were doing that. But it was also the worst thing that just made me grit my teeth was that Sarah Connor was mocking the notion of it. Yeah, you're gonna give birth to the man who saves the world. It's like she doesn't value motherhood anymore. Like she thinks it's like not a noble, as if it's not noble. Every great man came from a great woman. That's just the way it goes. You don't get one without the other, for fuck's sake. Those old films, as masculine as they may be, they supported women without forcing it down your throat. They were pro-feminine. And then you've got this, and it's like, no, women don't have kids. You have to be on an island, be a man, act like a man. When that woman, the savior of planet Earth, what's her name? What was her name? The Mexican woman who had to be an illegal immigrant. They had to do that, didn't they? What was she called? What was she called? They had to force that.
I forgot about her character completely.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Anyway,
Anyway.
Who cares? That cliched ass character, when you see her in the future, she looks like she's transitioned. She looks like a man. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, you could not be. If it was more on the nose, my nose would look like Michael Jackson's nose. You're crushing my nose with how you it's just taking the piss.
But she didn't feel like worn in or anything like Sarah Connor or Ripley. She was just presented too clean, and there wasn't any gravitas to her.
Not to mention the fact that the T-800, now that he's an elderly Terminator, why did his girlfriend like him so much? Because he could change diapers without complaining.
Oh my god.
That's a good point.
Fucking hell, this is so like it's all about male submission and female empowerment. It's like, dude, I'm all for empowering women, but don't make them act like men and don't feminize the men. What are you doing? You're just being stupid to both genders. You are fucking this up. It hurt. It just hurt watching that experience, especially seeing Sarah Connor go against like her own like maternal instinct and shit and mocking it. It's like, no, you can't do this, man.
What do you think it is though? Because when that's a good point you make when she says, "Oh, you can't give birth to the world." What is a thing with new films where they're making the heroes really cynical, like they are completely like deconstructing them, and like Aliens is a perfect example. It's about birth and alien and birth, and it is this like not celebration of femininity, but just a strong person who's a woman. It's not this, but they're not. There's the other guys being guys, but she's a woman and she has her skills. And but like you say, that's a really good point with Sarah Connor. She's what made her strong in Terminator 2. They use it as like a tool. A
weakness.
It's a good point.
It happens a lot. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently the latest Indiana Jones, he's old and regretful and bitter. Apparently in Secret, I haven't seen it, but Secret Invasion or whatever it's called with Samuel Jackson in the Marvel TV show, the Marvel show Secret Invasion. I don't know.
Awful.
I haven't seen it, but apparently he's old and regretful. Obviously, Luke Skywalker in Last Jedi, old and regretful, and it does happen a lot. Not always. There are many different. It's not always the case though. Obviously, there's plenty of differences, but it does happen. It does. I don't know why it is. I don't know why they keep on doing that. because it just puts them in a position where they have to relearn shit that they. I'm not giving the thumbs up, you twat. I'm not sure whether they got to keep on doing it, but oh, you fucking thumbs up! You made me lose my train of thought, you little bastard, man.
It's just a strange choice. I think it's like going with Michael Myers and make him not a killer. And do you know what I mean? Like it's just
Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
Yes.
She regretful and drunk and.
I mean, I thought that was interesting. Her,
it was, but it's like again the kind of diminishing. I don't know what it is. It's, wouldn't it be coolish? Is this? Wouldn't it be cool if this person that we like is like the older bit of people in real life? And I think the issue is people think we want to see real life in film. We don't want to. That's why Project Hail Mary is such a good movie. Project Hail Mary is just pure escapism. It's so good.
Nice. Yeah, but it's not always that case, but it does happen, of course. I mean, with Rocky, it doesn't really happen. I mean, it temporarily does when he gets cancer and shit, but it's not full on. It's only temporary.
I love Creed 2. I love Creed 2 so much.
Don't blame me. Yeah, it's fun. In the movie, obviously, I'm going to bring this up because I'm an avid fan, but the movie Glass, Bruce Willis, thankfully, is not old and regretful of saving people for decades. Obviously, I would say that I'm insane for the Unbreakable franchise, but yeah, there's that. Yeah, there are definitely exceptions, but still, I don't know why they keep doing it. The biggest problem, before the thumbs up fucking ruined my train of thought, as you were just about to do then, you fucking turd. Luke, no, I'm joking. I'll just say it there quick. The problem is that when they do that, they make the character old and regretful. It just puts them in a typical position where they always have to have the same arc. Always. What's the arc? They have to relearn what they forgot and what they learned before.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And it is exhausting. It is exhausting because you think, I know the outcome. Just give us an older version of the character that we know. And they've had challenges, but they've got... So the movie, I really like it, but people don't like it. The Kingsman with Ralph Fiennes is the father of the main.
Haven't seen them. Haven't seen any of them.
He is challenged, but he doesn't become bitter. He uses it to fuel his resolve even more. Oh, okay. And it was such a nice twist on what could have been another bitter character becoming. He doesn't. He has a moment of solace and stuff. But I recommend it. It's a fun movie. It's a bit cheesy. It's Matthew Vaughn, but it's a movie where the older mentor character becomes the one that kind of takes you through. Do you know what I mean? It's not this old and bitter character. It's really good. It was a different take on things. Do you know what I mean?
That's another example of why Cobra Kai was such a great sequel. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. That show. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not the biggest fan of the final season. It closes everything off perfectly, but I thought that was a bit slow. Everything else about that. Yeah, everything else about it though was just fucking brilliant. All the other seasons were astonishing. That show is one of the best sequels I've ever seen because it didn't disobey any old characters or whatever. Like Daniel-san, he's now even though he gets a bit in pain and shit, that's not because all the thing that he loved back in the day has ruined his life now. Not at all. And Johnny, he's older and miserable, but that's because he's still doing the same bad shit he did in the older films. It doesn't disrespect any characters. That is how you do it. And might I add, when you've got gay young characters and when you've got women characters and all that coming through, even one who identifies as non-binary, it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel forced. It just they just exist, and that's it. It's great.
And not in a bad way, but it was almost irrelevant because you just follow the characters through. They were that character. They were that person, and the little twist where they kind of make Johnny the main. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but the actor's ridiculously handsome. But it's such a cool. The end of season 3 where you got Kreese and Johnny and Danny, there's the fight. It's just amazing. The actor who plays Kreese just chewed it up. He was so good.
It's brilliant. They nailed it. They nailed it. Yeah, exactly. And all these extra characters as well. instead of feeling like woke messages, like you say, they're just allowed to exist as themselves. They are literally like what Ripley was back in the day. Her femininity and her strength was never forced on us. She was just female, strong, done. Just like this. They just look, there's a gay character there. That's it. Nothing's forced. They're just existing as they are. Wow. Like, even if you're not into like non-binary things, they, them, even if you're not into trans people and blah blah blah, fine, you know, your opinion is your opinion. But at least the show never forced any bullshit on you. It never spoon-fed you like a moron. That's how you do it. It works. So yeah, to see that in Cobra Kai and all that, I just love it. I think it's wonderful. That's how you do it. Not like Dark Bucky Fate.
But then increase, yes, he's a villain, but you get his backstory and it's so well done.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, really well done when you find out why he's the way he is, the reason for these way he's thinking.
Remarkable.
Just and that's that isn't a character arc where he has to get destroyed, then relearn things. It's part of his character development, which is a thing we don't see. You know what I mean? Like, it's really well. It's such a good. You can watch Karate Kid and then have this. It's just a nice bow on the top of the cherry. You know what I mean?
And Terry Silver as well. Yeah, I love the fact that he was. Even though I've always been a supporter of Karate Kid 3, I've always liked it a lot. Yeah, I admit he was a dumb, cheesy, over-the-top character. He's like a 30-year-old man who's rich as fuck, and he dedicates the entire summer to bullying a teenager for the fun of it. He's a dumbass. But then, what do they do? In the TV show, what do? They retcon it and give a reason. They give a reason. He was traumatized from the war and was trying to distance himself from it by taking too much cocaine. That fucking film was a kid's show. So now they're retconning it with a much more mature show. Sorry, yeah, that original film, Karate Kid 3 was a kid's film. The show is obviously for more mature people. So they add in a kid's film a backstory of the main villain doing cocaine. And even he acknowledges it. Look, I was messed up from the war and I was high on cocaine. I spent a whole summer bullying a teenager over a fucking karate tournament. Even he acknowledges it was stupid. These writers come along and polish up the bullshit that was in an older film. It is astonishing writing. It is some of the greatest writing I have ever seen for any type of sequel ever. Show, movie, whatever, I don't care. It is incredible with all of it, how it dealt with woke themes, how it dealt with femininity, gay, whatever, how it did everything, continuing the old stories. It's just faithful as fuck. Even when it kind of retconned Mr. Miyagi and stated he got someone killed back in the day when he was young, even that wasn't fucking bad. Even that wasn't bad. It added another layer to this brilliant character. Holy shit. I'm not homosexual, but if Cobra Kai was a man, I'd kiss his ass. Big time. I'd snog the fuck out of him. I'd shove my tongue all the way down until it wraps around his heart. I don't give a fuck. Right, comments. Sorry. I'll stop. I'll be good. Jason Barr says Dark Fate had some good moments, and I enjoyed seeing an older Sarah Connor, as did I. But the series should have ended with a sequel or two to Salvation and not 2 more retcon sequels. Yeah, I get it. For me, it's just Terminator 2, and that's the end of it. Terminator 1 and 2, done. I don't really, some 3 and Salvation of fun for expensive fan fiction, but that's as far as I take it. What were you saying, Lee?
I'll take 1, 2, and the Sarah Connor Chronicles. That kind of.
Yeah, what I've seen of it, I don't like it, but if it works, if it works for you though, that's great. Cool, man.
It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, man. Is it hard take to say Terminator 1 is better than 2? No, not at all. I disagree with you, but I don't blame you because Terminator 1 is one of the best films I've ever seen in my life.
There's a lot of people who do prefer the first I've seen it said. And I love Terminator 2, and when I first heard that notion, but then you realise if they were around when it came out, how it was done, do you know what I mean? Terminator 2, man, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Terminator 2 might be my favorite. That might be my favorite movie.
It's getting re-released cinemas this year.
Nice. Yeah, give me some of that.
Yeah,
give me some of that. Yeah, the Terminator, if that's Terminator 2 might be my favorite film of all time. My top 3 films are interchangeable. That's one of them. But Terminator 1, if it's not in my top 10, it's definitely in my top like 15. that film means everything to me. How can you not? So yeah, it's not a hot take at all. I don't blame you. Terminator 1 is a legit masterpiece. And full blown, I'm saying it now, Michael Biehn genuinely gives an Oscar-worthy performance as Kyle Reese in that film. He made that future that we never see feel so much more real than any footage of machines going around.
Yeah.
It is an Oscar-worthy performance and legit one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. He just might be my second favorite character of all time. I adore him. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Terminator 1 is a masterpiece. Don't blame you at all, Itchy. Just Cool with Joe. Yes, Cobra Kai respected the source. I only stopped because teenage drama was getting too cringe for me. That's just me being too old. Fair enough, man. I disagree. I thought it was well done. Loved it. Loved it. The scene with Itchy says the scene with Kreese and John at the end hits you right in the feels. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to spoil it. But yeah, I agree. It was great. Really well done. Yes, Cobra Kai respect. Oh, no, sorry. I've gone down a bit. Okay, no, he's already said that. Okay, there are only 2 Terminator movies, 2 Alien movies, and 2 Predator movies. Right. What's the 2 Predator movies? Because I disagree with you there, man. I'm a fan of plenty of the Predator films. I definitely don't see the Predator as canon, and the Alien versus Predator films were meant to be canon. Outside of that, I'm a big fan. So
what is the Predator? Is that the Shane Black one?
Yeah, the Predator is the one with Shane Black. Yeah, not good, not good.
I love the Prison Planet one. It's a really fun movie. There's Adrian Brody.
Oh, Predators.
Yeah, Predators, yeah.
When you say Prison Planet, that sounds like Alien 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Predators. Yeah, fucking love Predators. That's my second Predator film of all time. Love it.
I love the opening where they're just like open your eyes and like, whoa.
Yeah. Hey, here's something that pissed me off. That fucking scene with Lawrence Fishburne in it, that cameo he had. Love that cameo, might I add. Originally, it was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was going to be on that planet for years, going crazy. It was originally going to be him. Would have been awesome. Awesome. Would have loved that. Big shame. And I disagree if you just call me. I'm sorry, but I love Alien 3 as well. So there's 3 Alien movies as far as I'm concerned. Sorry. Don't shoot me. Wait, do you guys have anything to add to this?
I may have, but you said I like Alien 3, like Charles Dance, but I might have said it before, but 15 minutes away is the course line used in the first shot where the ship crashes. Ridley Scott used the Seaham. If you go to Seaham in the northeast of England, it's the Seaham angle. He used that course line to shoot the scene where the ship crashes. Like 15-minute drive down the road.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool, man. More than 2 Predator movies. Pro was good, but Badlands get in the bin. Never to be heard or seen or heard of again. I disagree. I like that film a lot, man. I like it a lot. Fair enough. And Predators is just a reboot of 1. Totally disagree. Even though there's plenty of similarities, it does loads different.
There is a mention, isn't there? There is a mention in that film as a...
Yeah,
in Predators, there's a mention of the event of the first movie, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't mean remake; he just means reboot, just like the same thing, but just charged up. So he's pretty much making it sound like like Force Awakens to the original Star Wars film, or Creed to the original Rocky film. They're reboots. They're the same films but rebooted, to recharge the franchise. Not remakes though, so that's what Just Call Me Joe means. Yeah, I totally disagree with that, though. I get it. There's plenty of similarities, but I think there's enough different. Hell yeah. Yeah, actually, you're a big fan of the recent Predator, right? Because I haven't spoken to you about it yet.
Yeah, I actually liked it more than Prey, honestly.
Me too, definitely.
I don't know what it was about Prey that I was just kind of like, I don't know. Just kind of seemed a little far-fetched, as dumb as that sounds, because of the whole premise of the film. But like, I understand people's like gripes with Badlands for sure, because I didn't like it. I didn't like how human he looked in Badlands, but like I liked the whole android thing and him working with her type deal, and then just the whole reason why he's on the search or whatever. Like I don't know. I had a good time with it. I don't think it's an amazing film by any stretch. I don't think that any sequel from Predator will ever be better than the original one, which is a bummer, because when you look at the Alien franchise, at least you have aliens. You know what I mean? Like those two, I understand why people go back and forth with those two. But like with the Predator one, it's like, how the hell do you think anything's better than that first one?
I agree. I'm in love with some of them, mainly Predators, and I like Predator 2. But yeah, that first one's a masterpiece.
Yeah, like I find like an entertainment value in all the other ones, but it's just kind of like, you're not Predator.
Prey was one of those cases again where I thought the character was just way too lucky. It's actually fucking insane, but that happened a lot with the recent ones. Ever since The Predator, the characters have been remarkably lucky. It's annoying, very annoying.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll change one day. But I'm still a fan of Prey. I liked it. I liked Amber Mid-Thunder in it as well. I thought she was pretty cool. Just a bit too lucky, but I didn't think that was a nasty, like, forced down your throat woke film. In my opinion, it wasn't. Some people take it that way. I get it. Did anyone else? Yeah.
It showed her training and struggling and stuff, so they didn't make her infallible. So I liked that they sort of did something with her. I like that. Prey. Badlands, I like the world building, but when it got a little bit too buddy with the
don't like that
near to the end, I was like, and
yeah, I'm not a fan of that myself, but still,
no. And the bit at the start with the family was good, but mixed throughout the rest of it in the middle. But it's fun. But
what about you, Luke?
I saw Predator Badlands in the cinema. For whatever reason, I just didn't enjoy it in the cinema. And I left it a few months, and I'm like, people are like this. Me, what am I missing? And I watched it again. I didn't love it, but I definitely preferred it. And the creatures, the variety of the creatures in Predator Badlands reminded me of the Peter Jackson King Kong. Like the sliminess of all the different.
Yeah,
and it's just and I just think it's a bit of a fun romp. You know what I mean? It's just seeing. Like he's got like this cool Viking-looking dad who's a bit of a twat, and then he's got like just a little technological nods to the Utah-y stuff, and like the comedy. But you understand what they were doing with it, because if it was just another kind of, I think that was Disney kind of taking the franchise and going, how can we make it bigger and better, while being what it is, but with a twist, I guess. And I would have loved to see more of, I don't know what his name is, the villain, the Viking guy. But the visuals of it were really strong. You know what I mean? I think there was enough happening and kept it interesting. The fight, and you can actually see what was happening in the fight, because this new thing where the fights, the camera's like in the fist and stuff, whatever, like, and you can't see what's going on. I hear it. Like, I like people to zoom out more and let us see it.
Quick cut editing,
does my head in, man.
Yeah, man, I agree. Yeah, it was cool, and you know what? You can see Predator Badlands as the worst film if you want. You know what I mean? But I think we can all agree that what's mad impressive is that these actors playing as Predators actually have to act. Now they have to act. They have to learn the language. Even if you hate it, you got to respect the fact they have to learn a different language. They can't just deliver their lines normally. No. I was like, fucking hell. That's insane that they have to do that throughout the whole thing, a made-up language. Badass. I'm not into the CGI faces, but I get why it had to be done. At least it's animated from them actually speaking the language. Well done. I'm a big fan, and I'm hopeful for the future. We'll see what the crack is. I'm actually okay to keep on. We've been going for a long time, but guys, I could go on for hours because I'm having fun here. This is fun for me.
I'm gonna have to, because I've been awake 20 hours. But
oh, bless you, bless you.
I've had that. My body clock is a nightmare, and I have to do these like a long day of a hard reset to get it back to normal. So I'm hoping to go to sleep soon and we'll wake up at normal time. But thank you very much for hopping on. That's not one.
Well, good. Look, hey, thank you for staying for longer than you were originally going to. I really appreciate it.
It's been really fun.
One more thing I was just gonna say is that I think we should all take a dead quick break. I need to go to the bathroom, get another coffee. But I was hoping to talk about the upcoming Batman film if you guys want to stick around for that. But obviously, Luke's got to go.
Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, everybody. I'll speak to you all
soon. We'll see you later.
Take care. Yeah. Right, yeah, so do you guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wiki, right. Quick bathroom break, guys, and then I'm gonna get another coffee. Be back within 5 minutes. All right, won't be long. Cheers.
Okay.
Let me get the comment up dead quick though. Predator with a dollar sign. I like it.
Just like James Cameron did with the aliens.
Yes.
She said Predator 2 gets points for me because I love Danny Glover and he was badass. And it was a very original, weird sequel.
Yes.
Who the hell watches that first film and goes to voodoo in a city? Are you insane?
King Willie was good.
Right. I'll be back shortly. Right. Cheers, guys. 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And then there was 2.
And then there was 2.
Or 3 with the
True.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to coming up at the cinema next?
Well, I am gonna go see The Mandalorian, just to hope, and then but next week for sure, Backrooms. I'm so excited for that movie.
Yeah.
I know when as much as everybody likes Obsession, and hey, dude, I like when people just really enjoy something, even though I might not completely be on the same bandwagon. I'm like, hell yeah. At least you got something you like this year.
Yeah.
And then horror movie of the year, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I think that mine's going to be Backrooms.
That looks more original, maybe. I had a good audience with Obsession, but Backrooms looks a little bit more different, interesting. I had fun with Hokum. Did you ever see Hokum?
I'm so bummed. It never came to any of my theaters, so I have to wait.
Shame.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, it had more like an eerie atmosphere throughout the whole thing. It was kind of quite low key and it kept with the mystery and what's going on. But yeah,
that's awesome. I know that that bunny looking thing that shows up in the trailer in Hokum. I was just like, immediately got me hooked. I was like, I don't know what the hell that is, but I want to see it.
I've not seen the film, but it made me think of Oni Baba, the old black and white Japanese one with the one with the mask and
it does.
bug eyes. But I was like, oh, okay. But there's nothing the same from what I can tell.
I know when that came out, I was bummed because like I have 3 movie theaters that are close to me. And sometimes my local one will get like, they always get A24 movies for some reason, which is nice. But I was hoping that the other 2 may have gotten Hokum, and they never got it. And then the Obsession, there were only 1 theater got it over there, and I had to drive off. I had to drive to the furthest one out too, and I was just like, I'm not gonna miss this one because so many people are digging it so much. I was like, I gotta see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the fact that.
You go ahead.
Sorry. Hey,
I was choking on my own self, but like, I was just really excited to actually see a decent horror movie again, because I mean, everybody was shitting on some of the other ones that have already come out, so I'm like, whatever.
I think it's a good year for horror. I think there's been quite a few good ones and low key independent ones. I didn't get to see Iron Lung, but that looked interesting.
Yes,
I missed that one. Trying to think what else there was as well, but yeah, it's just.
I've only seen 14 movies, I think, this year from 2026. Because so far, my favorite 2 have been Project Hail Mary and Michael, which is surprising. Like I was kind of iffy on Michael at first because I was like, oh, I don't want them to ruin him type deal because he's Michael Jackson. But then when I was like, no, I'm going to go see it, I was so glad I went and saw it because it was just a feel-good movie like how Project Hail Mary was.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with watching him, is listening to him. So it's one of my favorite artists. But I always enjoyed it. And then I wasn't sure what they're going to do with it. I heard all the talk, all the rumors, all the stuff got left out because of legal this and that. And
Yeah.
but I watched it in IMAX in the first showing, and everybody was sort of bopping along to it. Some of the younger crowd left sort of as soon as the credits started, and I thought, why? Because it's his music, it's still going on.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the older crowd stayed until the very end, and they didn't go anywhere. And then there's one guy in front of me, this older guy, sort of bald guy, just bopping along. It wasn't until they got up, I saw he had like a full replica, like Michael Jackson sort of jacket on with like the threads going on there, and he had the
Yes.
cap, and yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really, yeah, it's really good. And they had a real diverse crowd as well, which was just a real sort of nice compliment to what Michael Jackson was all about. And
Yeah.
very, very much diverse a crowd than I'm used to seeing. So I was like, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's always the crowd that I was in was mainly like people my parents' age or older, and there was one guy in there with his mom, and he looked like he was younger than me, so I was like one of the youngest people in the crowd. But it was so funny. So my local theater does VIP, and when you do VIP screenings, you get a 5-minute intermission with every movie.
Okay.
And when I went to go and use the bathroom before I came back, this old guy, we were sitting kind of close to he was sitting on the row that you have to walk out to get out of the theater. And I just heard him turn to his wife, and he just goes, "I'm telling you, he was just the greatest entertainer of all time." I was just like, this guy was probably like my dad's age, so he was an adult, with shit, he's probably the same age as Michael Jackson type deal, because I think my dad's like a year or two older than Michael Jackson, or maybe they're the same age. I can't remember, but yeah, it was just like, I was just so glad they didn't focus on any of the negative, because I was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No, I mean, I would have liked to maybe seen a little bit more range. I mean, I know it's going to be sanitized. They're not going to go down too dark with it. It's celebrating his life. You want it to feel good. Is that enough bad stuff about him? So it's nice to try and show more the good stuff. And they could have balanced it a little bit more, but I enjoyed it overall. I thought it would have filled in more. They skipped over so much stuff, but then I saw it was because of legal stuff. Like they had the Wiz. I was like, "Where's the Wiz? Where's that?" And then obviously when they stopped it, I was like, "Oh, I wish I had more. I wish it was longer. I hope they. Well, I do and I don't hope they do another one, because the other one's just going to be more focused on his more reported weird behavior and the sadder stuff, unless they find a way to make it more fill in the gaps and redeem him a bit if they can.
I think that you could avoid it though, because I mean, like, even though he was brought up on all these things, he was never found guilty. So it's like,
no,
and it's been kind of proven that he wasn't what they say he was. So it's like, so then don't like, to me, I would love for them to like him, like creating Neverland. Watching him get into that, that would actually be pretty
good.
cool, honestly.
That'd be good.
Oh shit, that'd be great. Yeah, you're right. I've never heard anyone say that before. That'd be great.
Yeah, because
I loved how they introduced Bubbles as well. That was really good.
Yeah.
I got this old Chestnut as well.
I love that album. So good.
Nice.
It's one of my faves. But yeah, because I mean, if when you watch Michael, how much it like focuses on those little moments of him reading Peter Pan and just him talking about it, I'm like, that would be so cool to. I mean, obviously, you would have to get into his whole touring and then the music from the 90s and stuff like that he had. But Neverland was such a huge thing, for him, and it was like kind of like the way that left off the first one was like him finally detaching from his dad, especially, you know what I mean? Because
I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, his dad is such a piece of shit.
And they say he did a lot worse to him, but obviously it didn't show it.
There was a movie that came out, God, I want to say in the late 90s or early 2000s, and they used to play it on one of the music channels, and it was more focused on the Jackson 5 itself.
I've read about it. It's the
Yeah.
Jackson's American Dream. It's on
Yes,
YouTube.
that one actually focuses on how terrible his dad actually is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, my guy, I understand that you recognize that your son was extremely talented, but you didn't need to do what you did to him.
He's your son, not a cash cow. Yeah.
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 But a great performance from Common Domingo is really great.
I think everyone did awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm yet to see it, but I will watch it on 4K, I reckon, when it comes out. Yeah, so I don't know if how versed like you guys are in the recent Batman universe. Like, are you guys interested in that sort of thing? If not, we'll skip past it.
Yeah, Batman's well, one of my favorite comic book characters. Batman and the X-Men, my top 2 ones.
Nice.
I'd like to see something with Court of Owls with Batman. I'd like to see something with that.
Okay, I heard.
But I've only got like surface knowledge of some of these other areas. I know like some of the core stuff, but some of these other areas I'm not as well versed in.
Yeah, Ashley, are you cool with that?
Yeah, man. Dude, Batman and Darth Vader are up there. Those are my favorite two right there.
Lovely. All right, Jiggy. Well, look, for me, as someone who obviously likes the smaller stuff, regrettably, Batman was one of those telltale signs as I was growing up that told me, hold up, I don't like this shit. I don't like the epic stuff. Ever since childhood, I could never catch on with Batman. The cartoons, the games, I just couldn't relate to anything about him. I didn't find his personal life interesting. His code, I just got bored. I didn't like it ever. But and forgive me, even the Dark Knight trilogy wasn't pretty much for me. But I like some of the Arkham games were cool. I like them. And that recent Batman film blew my mind. I was like, oh fucking hell, finally I know what it's like to love Batman. Finally. It only took me being 30 years old, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, took them long enough. Yeah, I'm a big fan. And the show The Penguin was pretty cool too as well. Yeah, fucking
I haven't watched that one yet.
That's cool. Either.
Well,
I heard it's really good though.
I didn't love it like everyone else did, but it's still fucking cool. Real fucking cool. And if you guys are big fans of the Batman, I'm positive you're both gonna love it. I'm positive. I'm just positive. Get on it. The only real downside for me with that show, and it's actually not the show's fault really, but the 4K Blu-ray just isn't that impressive, and it's simply because the cinematographer, he also did the Batman as well. The cinematographer used blurry effects, so like you'll get a close up of Batman's face, and like the pores just don't appear. It's all blurry and washed out. So like it's one of those cases where the 4K Blu-ray looks like a Blu-ray, and it's so annoying. The same goes for the Penguin. It's the exact same cinematographer from what I've heard, or at least the same editing style. That's annoying to me. Outside of that, don't give a shit. It's fucking wicked. Love it.
Yeah.
So I'm really fucking full blown excited about the news that we got recently about the Batman 2. It's currently being shot. We've got a new Batmobile, which looks pretty interesting. But the main thing that I'm excited about is apparently the villain. That's the main thing I can't wait for. I'm juiced. I don't think Joker's gonna be involved much because I think he's getting his own TV show, which I can't wait for because I love Barry Keoghan's version of the Joker. I loved it.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Fuck yeah, very interesting. So I'm mad intrigued, but apparently we are getting a new villain who we haven't seen done before, like ever on screen. Apparently, I'm intrigued to know what that means. So I just want to know, like, either what you guys think the next villain's going to be, or who you'd eventually like to see in this grounded universe. What who you'd like to see. So yeah, can you guys think of any? Whoever wants to go first, go for it.
Let me think, because I know there's some stuff because Batman to me has like the best villains in DC. Just like I think Spider-Man has the best villains in Marvel. That's
I
just
agree with
my
both.
opinion.
I
But
agree with both. Both, yeah, I agree.
it's just kind of like there's so many that they could choose. You know what I mean?
I know it's going to be difficult. There's some that I absolutely want to see, but I don't think they're going to happen. I don't know.
I mean, I'd like to see the Court of Owls, like I mentioned. I haven't read the actual graphic novels, but I know the general sort of idea what they are, like a secret society, and there's a bunch of them. And obviously, owl is the predator for a bat, so it's an interesting thing. And they're all like rich people, and it's just got a different angle. It's not like, oh, you got one baddie, okay, you're going to target them. It's a whole network. So it's got, I guess you could say it's like the Falcons as well, but it's in a slightly different angle. I'd be quite interested to see that.
Of course, well, it's all going to be a different angle from what we're used to, because this is an ultra grounded universe, right? So yeah, I'm very, very intrigued to know what they're going to do. Yeah, it's difficult, but I guess I'll throw some out there. I know we're getting the Clayface film soon, which
I've seen a
can't wait.
trailer. I've seen a teaser for that. That looks pretty good.
I think it looks bloody brilliant. A body horror film. Can't wait. But obviously that's set in a different universe to the Batman. I would love to see a weird grounded interpretation of Clayface by having some guy who can mold people's faces and wear them. That would be interesting. I'd like that. I know it would be extremely difficult. It would be, but I would love to see Killer Croc and Mr. Freeze in this universe. And yes, I do believe it could be done. People say it can't be done. I disagree. If you ground it, it can be done. So Killer Croc, I think he should have some type of weird skin condition that scars up and hardens his skin. I have seen real life cases on TV, which is so sad. Some people don't have any immunity to the wart virus. As a result, the warts grow like crazy and they get hard.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very, very sad. God bless them. That's horrible. God bless them, man. That's horrible. But it could be something along those lines, something like that. You know what I mean? Like someone with hardened skin. Not that I'm trying to trivialize those poor suffering people.
No.
I'm saying from a narrative perspective, what could be done. So maybe someone hangs out in the sewers like Killer Croc does with that condition. Maybe, I don't know. But the other thing, and I do know this exists firsthand because I've seen it. There's a woman who I know who, bless her heart, has a heating condition where her body struggles to cool itself down. What that means is even in winter, she takes cold showers. She never has a hot shower. She can't wear deodorant because she can't block up her pores. She needs to allow her body to cool itself down. And even in winter, she walks around like in crop tops and stuff, and like, you know, high, like, you know, like tight shorts or whatever they're called, like high shorts. She has to, because she needs the cold air to touch her skin. Summer is life altering for her. She has to have air con. She literally has to sleep in a tent in her living room connected to what's it called, an air conditioning unit. Make sure she gets freezing. It's horrible. That exists. Something along those lines could be done for a Mr. Freeze. Along those lines, again, I know this woman, so I'm not trying to trivialize her, bless her heart, but people out there do exist like that. So if you do a grounded version of that, I do think it could work in this Batman universe if you ground it. Maybe someone just needs a particular, like a colder temperature as they're burying bodies or trying to get their wife back, Mr. Freeze. And if not that, it could be this female terrorist who puts plants like in the air to kill people, poisonous plants, poison ivy, right? It could be that. Something a bit more grounded. I don't know.
I mean,
it would be.
Sorry.
I was just simply. Go on.
I was going to say, you got this condition called Raynaud's disease where your hands get cold and stuff, and then you can't feel your fingers and stuff. So it'd be something along that kind of line, but more extreme. I think it's Raynaud's disease.
I never heard of that. Oh shit! Okay. Damn. But yeah, you're right. That could work definitely. The other thing that I was going to say, that I think at some point has to be done, is that Batman doesn't take on a mastermind. Because if he's taking someone on, I think for once it would be nice to have a soldier villain, not a mastermind, but someone who can actually fight hand to hand. That was obviously what made Bane so special in the third film, in The Dark Knight Rises. Finally, he had a physical adversary, and who was also a mastermind too. Go on.
Yes, I was going to say, as a tactician, is a mastermind, so you've still got that element, even with Rage Al Ghul as well, hand to hand. But the mastermind,
same history.
They always got that with it as a package, don't they?
Exactly.
Just feel like you could have Man Bat or something. That could be an interesting one.
Man Bat would be.
I don't know how you do that. That'd
Man
be
Bat
difficult.
Man Bat would be fucking impossible. I don't think that is possible.
Yeah. No.
But that would
make
be
it more of a horror.
Who was that real life like impressive sniper? Chris Kyle and Carlos Halfcock. People like that, those amazing snipers, they could be Deadshot, right? In a grounded universe. People like
Deathstroke. Well, that was.
I don't know. I don't know Deathstroke. Who's Deathstroke? I don't know this name. I've heard this before.
What was he in Arrow? Because it was in Arrow series, but then they had crossover with Batman, so I get confused whether that was an Arrow thing. But again, he is a tactician. He had that mask, hockey sort of mask, like half red.
Let me look him up real quick. Deathstroke. Let me just look him up there quick.
That one. Again, tactician, mastermind.
Oh, bloody hell, vicious. He looks evil. The images I'm looking at right now. The images I'm looking at, he's cutting people up. It ain't fun. Damn, yeah, that could work. Yeah, definitely. Give us something new. Having a physical adversary would be cool, even if they are slightly like a mastermind. Fine. Bane, I thought worked a treat, and I know it's like a controversial thing, let's say, but Bane's voice I adore. And Tom Hardy's voice
is good. Yeah.
I've just never heard ever. I've never heard a voice like it ever.
No.
You're looking at this deadly motherfucker who speaks like that. It should be a juxtaposition. Like, oh, this doesn't suit him. It's dumb. I love it. I think it's weird. So different.
Yeah.
Big fan. So yeah, what do you guys think anyway? What do you think would be possible? Either what do you think's gonna happen, or what do you want in this universe?
I just kind of want new stuff because they just keep doing the same people.
Yeah.
Not that you couldn't, because like, I mean, let's be real, Mr. Freeze would be awesome to redo because that was just that was just wasted. I hate Batman Robin. Hate that movie. But there's one character that they've never done, at least in a film. And it's the Mad Hatter. I've always wanted them to do him. And I'm just like, but I love the psychological guys. You know what I mean? That kind of like the Riddler and things like that. I've always loved those dudes. Because I mean, as much as I love as you were saying, like Bane and stuff like that. But to me now, I'm just like, oh no, Tom Hardy is Bane. I don't want anyone else to redo him. Like, I don't know. It's like when somebody does a character justice, I don't ever want them to touch it again. You know what I mean? But I don't know. To me, it's just like, just put villains in that we haven't seen, or if we got like little brief glimpses of them, you know what I mean, in other films, like in Suicide Squad and stuff like that, like literally use any one of those people in there. It's like, come on, please. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the Batman. It's not anywhere near one of my favorite Batman films, but because it pissed me off how much they underutilize Alfred and Andy Serkis in it. Like, what are you doing with that? Like,
he's coming back.
I know, but it just, that was the one like huge gripe in that movie. I was just like, where is Alfred? Like, every Batman movie, even the Michael Keaton ones, like you love Alfred. Not that you don't love him in this one. It was just kind of like, well, where is he? bring him back, please. And I was just like, you can't have Batman without Alfred. Like, come on now, come on. He's like his, he's his dad.
That was so cute.
Alfred?
So cute. Just that. Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he? Okay.
That was adorable.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Alfred?
My favorite? Oh, Michael Caine.
Yeah.
I don't really have much reference because I'm not a fan of the
You
other
need
stuff.
to take that
Michael
stick
Caine.
out of your ass.
Yeah.
About The Dark Knight. Those movies are amazing.
Oh, it's so easy to throw this back at you, but I don't want a domestic in front of the kid here. Okay, this is what right. I'm not hating on it. I'm not a toxic fan. We spoke about it. I'm just not a fan. But with that being said, I do admit, yeah, Michael Caine, I'm a big fan of. Like, I was just fucking praising Bane, Tom Hardy's Bane.
I'm just giving you. It's all in good fun, sir.
Yeah,
I love it.
Is it now?
It is, I promise.
I think it was like the Michael Keaton, Alfred. Was it Alfred? No. Was it Alfred as well? Alfred Goff? I can't remember his name.
I can't remember what his name is.
Was Michael Keaton done well in the Flash movie? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It was okay.
It's all right. It's okay.
It wasn't the best.
No.
Fair enough. But yeah, I guess Michael Caine, because the acting was incredible, especially when he was crying in the third film. So yeah, wonderful stuff. Give me a second. Out, just pulling that stick out of my ass. Give me a sec.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it.
Sorry. Hey, Oslo, fetch, Oslo, fetch, Oslo, fetch.
Get out of here.
Right, go. What you saying, Lee?
No, I was going to say Dark Knight is favourite of the three of that trilogy. Really.
Yes.
Most people agree. Yeah. Most people do. They just weren't for me. I don't hate them or whatever. I just don't connect to most of the characters or the world. But what I do love doing is occasionally just watching some of the scenes on YouTube. That way I get a phenomenal series of short films rather than watching a whole movie that bores me. Sorry, I'm not doing it on purpose, but yeah, some of it I absolutely love. I mean, Heath Ledger, who can't love that? It's just fucking amazing. Yeah, so who else? Go on.
Well, I was about to say, you know what's really funny though is that when those movies came out, I was not really that interested with Batman Begins. Like, I was just kind of like, what is this? Like, I didn't mind Christian Bale as it, but I just didn't like the whole his training and shit. I did not like that. I was just kind of like, I've grown to like it, but when you watch that film and then you watch The Dark Knight, they seem like not even in the same world. And then when you watch The Dark Knight Rises, it flows perfectly after The Dark Knight. With its flaws and everything, it seems like it's in the same universe. It's shot the same and everything. I just don't know what it is about Batman Begins, but it took me many years to get into that one. Because I don't like Katie Holmes either. Not that Maggie Gyllenhaal is much better, but she's a better actress.
I agree. The Batman's voice, I've always liked it. I don't get the jokes. Do you guys like his voice?
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, me too.
Because the whole Michael Keaton thing, I was like, how the hell do you not know that's him?
Peter Parker. Well, Mary Jane, are you stupid? Peter Parker is talking to you, twat. You grown up with the next door.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lee?
Yeah, you're going to put some sort of voice on, some modifier or something.
Exactly. Look, me, I hardly look like anyone else for 1,000 miles, so it's going to be very difficult for me to fucking disguise myself. But if I somehow could blend in with people, if I somehow could, for fuck's sake, I ain't going to fucking speak like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's just not
I
going to
was
happen.
going to say, especially if you're like Spider-Man in that sort of spandex, they'll definitely stand out.
Let's get you a Spider-Man suit, Badger.
You know when you just
We're not missing it.
like, you know when you sick up in your mouth a little bit.
It'll be a
that's
bit random, like that silver thing dressed up in Watchmen that just randomly pops up and then runs down a drain.
Yes.
So.
Do it.
You're a prick, man. Now the concept, the imagination, yeah, it even makes me feel a bit sick. So thanks for doing that to me, big man.
You're welcome.
I do actually have a Badger onesie around there. I mean, I could do like a continuation of the furry stuff that we were talking about. On one of our streams.
No. You're fine. Just keep what you have on.
That's for your other channel, then, is it?
Oh, you fucking dodgy bastard. Right, back on point. Enough of the perviness. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Right, but enough of the perviness. Yeah, back to the villains. Yeah, what do you want to see? Who do you want to see? I want some interesting ideas. A Mad Hatter, that is different. I like that. I really like that. I haven't heard that before, actually. That's cool.
No, because I don't think they've done it since. I mean, I know that they've had him in the cartoons, but they haven't done it in
Adam West did it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, what the hell's his name? The Adam West one.
And Arkham City, the video game, he was in that briefly.
It's like, why are you wasting that? Because he's a pretty big villain too, that they just toss to the side constantly. It's like they just put the Joker in or Riddler, and it's like, well, not that I don't love those two, but we could just use a little something different.
Oh man, look, Paul Dano was totally different though. That was a totally original Riddler. I love that, and that outfit was gangster, man. Love it.
Very Zodiac, which they said is the inspiration. But I like it.
Totally jiggy, yeah. Mad Hatter as well. Yeah, that would be interesting. I wonder if they'd use a dwarf though to play as him, like he is in the thing. I don't know. What do you reckon? It wasn't he a dwarf in it? I think he was, wasn't he?
I think it's short, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, he wasn't like Penguin.
Probably got it wrong. All right, whatever. I probably got it wrong, but still, it would be interesting for sure. That would be really fucking cool to see what happened. Having like some type of sniper villain, like Deadshot, I'd love that too. Yeah, I really would. Yeah, fucking people getting killed and Batman tracking them down or whatever. That'd be dope. Yeah, no worries. All right, I guess we'd be going on long enough then. I guess we'll cut it there then, beautiful people.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, look, thank you very much for joining me as per usual. I absolutely love doing this. It's not work at all. It's just pure fun. It's cathartic, especially after all the bloody work I've been doing recently. So I intend on doing this again soon, probably within a week, maybe. So I'll message you lot, see if you're up for it. We'll see what the crack is.
Sounds good.
I also appreciate you, Ashley, for starting out like this, like your day like this.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, she just spends like, the whole morning, the whole afternoon, whatever, talking about
it's the afternoon, basically, which is I don't mind it. Not in the slightest.
Wicked. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, see, look, just me. It looks like Russian dolls, isn't it, with me and Leon right now. Glasses, bald head, beard, yeah. Ashley's just here talking, placating like fucking bold nerds. Yes, guys, very interesting. Right. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I've had a total blast, as I always do. Thank you, and cheers for the viewers. And speak to you guys shortly.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.